Like who's entry, who's cut, who's support, who's IGL. It was gotcha. It was. Oh, we
Yeah.
are live now. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, sick.
Awesome. Just write that down where I can see as well.
I didn't get all of that, but I will write down what I have. That would be really helpful. Sorry about that, audience. We're just getting some stuff set real quick before we head right into the match. So pardon that. All right, cool. That's all I need, I think. Yeah, that's all I need. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Let's check what they banned. Darnell, do you want to go and take over the ban phase if you would like?
Yep. Oh, okay. It seems like UT Tyler's been in Con and Fortress. They're trying to get more technical maps like Layer, Chalet, Club, NHL. I think they're probably gonna go for an NHL here, seeing their bans
NHL,
now.
yeah, NHL
But
ankle does look good here. We'll
they're
keep
probably
on
gonna,
waiting to see
yeah, they're
what
probably gonna go for like maybe
LG's
like a
gonna do.
Border or Chalet ban next, possibly.
Yeah, I expect a border. Well, layer
Maybe even a
ban,
bank.
interesting. Layer ban, very interesting. If we're playing these two teams like to play technical maps, so I see layer ban, and that's really piquing my interest there.
I mean,
And there
they
we
could be
go.
trying to throw them off with their
There's
bans.
the pick. There's the first map pick. Chalet comes out,
Okay.
which is to be expected.
Yeah.
I know UT Tyler is pretty good on Chalet. They're really confident on Chalet, so
I can
yeah,
see
they're really
UNM picking
happy.
Club. Yeah. Yeah. UNM pick Club. I
UNM
kind of
pick club,
expected
yeah.
that.
UT Tyler is not too unhappy about that either. They do like club, so far map ban not favoring either side particularly.
Yeah. There's a Border ban that was coming out.
And there
I
you go.
imagine
Yep.
Bank ban's the last, and they go to
I
Club
think
or
bank and then they
NHL.
go NHL decider. Yeah.
Would it be interesting to see if they want to throw them off and they
If
go
they
Bank instead of
go bank
NHL?
instead, that would be an interesting throw off. I think it could be worth it as well. Bank teams, there's a lot of priority and options you have, especially to go for this util style of siege that both these teams like to play. So
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what happened. They ban NHL, and
they
we're
ban
going Bank
NHL and
for
go
last.
bank.
Should be.
Yeah, up to UT Tyler to say if they want to go defense or attack
Attack.
on that OT.
If I was them, I'd probably pick defense.
Yeah, I would probably too. Nice little momentum setter for that going into that final map. Let's see here. Taking their time to decide.
I mean, that's
It's an
a
important
wine runner right
decision.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the last map.
Last map of the set. You got to make sure you can close it out confidently if you happen to go there. So we get Chalet attack for UT Tyler first, and then UNM pick attack as well. See what we're going for bank here from UT Tyler, pick out the defense. So just like you thought, Darnell.
Yeah, I mean, gotta be it.
Yeah, mapping going pretty much as expected. We get Chalet, really nice, aggressive attacker-sided map there. Uh,
Club's pretty
the
default with both being
Yep,
viable options.
so
Allows
I
more
would say same
creativity
with
for teams to
bank.
play. Get an upper
Yeah,
hand.
a lot of these maps have a lot of creativity for the attack to work with. Really using that full map to their advantage.
I am interested about Bank, but
I'm interested about bank as well. That'll be a good map if we happen to get it.
yeah,
right, perfect. Have all that written down.
I hope I see a lot of verticality for club. Club's a
Oh
very, you can be
yeah,
very vertical on
club
that
would be
map.
very vertical map. It'd be really nice. See a couple of SSGs coming out from the enemy team, and then some counters like some Buck, and then some Ram. Get some Deimos Snake in there, shields.
I am
Really,
interested to see how they're going to do with bans. But
yeah. Yeah.
so we
But
got
for right now, audience, we're gonna go ahead and give you guys a short break. Toss it to production to go short break, and then when we come back, we have Chalet up first. Thanks for eTech for sponsoring, and yeah, we'll see you guys right after the break. Don't go anywhere. All right. Okay, cool. So we are live. We're going into our game, UT Tyler NMU. So today, our eTech player to watch is going to be Guac. Guac is going to be the UT Tyler's Flex IGL with an outstanding 1.77, teetering on a 2 KD in his second game. That's an outstanding stat, especially for somebody who's an IGL. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get right back into the ban phase. Right now we have a zombie ban coming out from UT Tyler. It's same thing with the Mira. NMU choosing to ban out the Brava and a Snake. So Snake's going to go ahead and inhibit their ability. It's going to inhibit UT Tyler's ability to go for this roam clear. So I'm expecting it's going to be an aggressive playstyle out from the defense. Hopefully they're bringing a lot of traps, especially with that Brava ban. Trap should always
Defenders,
be on board,
protect your
know?
bombs from being defused by attackers.
Let's go ahead and get straight into this for first round. I'm gonna go Master for our first round. Right now, Darnell, we got a lineup that, you know, pretty decent lineup. The only thing I'm questioning from the defense is that Oryx. And then they're taking full use of that Brava, banning out the Maestro.
yeah, sorry about that. I do see them slowing down on some gap hits because Snake was really useful for just taking free space really, really quickly.
Very powerful operator, I agree. Moving straight into the round, UT Tyler. Our E-Tech player, Guac, who happens to be the IGL, has called for what looks like to be a library over. I'm not liking the no presence of Deimos and no shield, but I'm sure UT Tyler has a plan to get this done. We have Buck.
Yeah, I mean,
no, go ahead.
it is interesting having Cappy and Grim on the board for this.
Yeah. And
it's possible they fake a Master over and go Solar instead with some backstab presence.
I think that
Solar does look kind of free.
You are correct. Yeah, I think they might be going Solar right now. They have a really nice wide net. The attack does.
I think they're going to clear a library first.
Looks like it. Really nice pre-placed cam from Portal. Hopefully we're taking some free space off this.
Yeah, it does look a little slow. That looks completely free to just go up and take it.
Already minute off the round and nobody's in the building. Not liking that. And there we go. Nimble's in from Mud. So the plan is walk up here. We're gonna walk up blue stairs, fight library.
Loading new mag.
Got some more rotations coming up from the attack though. Don't have enough cuts. I don't like it. We need someone to K9 window.
Yeah, we just have people constantly on drones. They're not really coordinating too much. It should be a free
Nimble
pick.
in the engage. Should free pick, yeah. Nimble's in the engage. Scratching.
Fuller fight. He's gonna lose it,
wide. Yep. Rice swings wide, gets the pick on Nimble. No trade back from UT Tyler. Really unfortunate opening pick there, you know. And now with a minute 40 almost on the round gone, now you're scratching your head, UT Tyler. Oh, and we missed that trade back. That's tragic.
Losing the first pick, I would focus on getting a single pick here, which is what they're going to do with 3 dudes walking at the bar guy. I believe it's Guac, Wraith, and Jedi.
It's beautiful down onto Rice there from, I believe that was Jedi. Brilliant down. Hopefully we walk up here. No. Oh, our cut player is barely missing out on the kill on the castle.
I don't like how they're unaware that library is free.
Yeah, it looks like they're struggling with information here. And then not getting much better. Brazy and Maximus both taking the head of Portal and Jedi. Not what you want to see as UT Tyler here. And we have an engagement. Rave's trying to get into engagement with Brazy, trying to get that pick back. He manages to clear the shield. And what is this? Guac's already into Piano. Gets one on the gap. Might get a second in Piano. Gets a second in Bathroom. Oh my god. Getting a third on this double swing on the Master. That's third. They can't go for the play.
They don't have case. They have to go for kill.
Oh no! Brilliant. Okay, brilliant gap take from Guac there. Absolutely stunning. Problem is, there's just not enough time on the round to get that play done, you know? But that's okay.
These guys are just struggling with info really, really bad in the early round and early round of the game. And then they have no info left for the mid round, so they just cannot find these gaps and consolidate their forces to get picks and isolate, keep people out.
Yeah, not what you want to see is UT Tyler here. Hopefully, that's okay though. One round, I'm sure they're already, they're already working out the theory of, hey guys, we're struggling with intel a lot. So let's try to keep these drones alive a little bit more. Make sure we're, definitely doubling up on getting that ISO. Because Nimble taking that one, that's a real 50-50 you're taking with Oryx. And yeah, he should have probably won that, but still, you're losing in the first spec, and now they had to spend 40 seconds clearing that, so.
Yeah, I think they're playing a bit too rigid. Like, whoever was joining in, I believe it was Nimble, right? Whoever joined in Nimble was not jumping into a double swing with Nimble on this guy in bottom stock.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing too much fluid activity from the members of UT Tyler right now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we go into round two. NMU has chosen to go basement for their second site. They bring this trap-off lineup that I was talking about, really abusing the fact that Brava is not on the board for the attack. They bring a Fenrir and an Ella, and then Cade Tube to trick the wall as well. And then they're going to go for this deep roam with the Scopos, making sure that she can get out of, get out of dodge. Let's see how UT Tyler handles this.
If I was UT Tyler, I would go for wine over and try to plant on the backside for wine pillar.
Loading new mag.
Definitely looks like a great idea.
Yeah.
A lot of drones on the third floor. Dare I say too much? Or not really taking anything off these drones,
Yeah, it looks like the entry seems to be the biggest struggle for UT Tyler right now. They're not clearing enough space fast enough. They already wasted a minute trying to clear space, and they just got to come.
Yep, it looks like they do know the position of the Scopos. Where is that? Looks like Ella playing bathroom.
New magazine.
Gonna roar her off.
Pedal in place.
Cut, and she's gone. That's okay, we spend a minute and get all the top floor map control. That's okay. We can start working this RAM, and
Looks like they're going for a bird. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing. They're being really thorough with this clear when they really don't need to be. They already have all the info they need.
Looks like Guac's gonna try to go prone, take that fight onto the man into kitchen. Deep kitchen. It's gonna use Scopos. The Scopos of Rice, who did go in a tear last round. On the roam, same thing with Spirit. Spirit's gonna be holding a long ankle with a shotgun. I don't like it out of him, but it looks like he falls back into West Main.
This is a little scary. They do have a really good cross on the main door, but they're just gonna force it to get one pick.
But now they don't know. See, this is what you're talking about. The lack of information. They don't know that Ella is falling back.
Reloading!
Then there's another pick. So now
Beautiful pick by Nimble, followed up by Rave. Looks like they're going to be going for the end.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, they're speeding up this execute, and they're just planting. Yep. They have all the numbers they need.
Great Roras, absolutely.
Do not like this.
No, I don't like that from Rave. We get the trade back, Jedi does. Oh, no, sorry, Portal does that. Jedi executes the speed of Portal. And Nimble cleans it up. Going crazy on the back.
Yeah, that was a chaotic round. Pretty uncoordinated, but they pulled it away.
Sometimes all you need is those 2 picks to go your way, and then you can go for that sight play. It's exactly
Yeah,
like
just momentum
UT
off.
Tyler did. Beautiful ball from, I'm guessing, Guak. Just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, once again, Guak providing all this value to his team, setting up for the
Yep.
defuse, getting 3 picks the first round. What can't he do?
Yeah. What can't he do? He is truly a legend. Now, I don't mean to glaze too hard, but, you know, NMU, I don't mind these
Attackers need to locate
defenses so
and
far.
defuse
We're
as
playing
many
heavy,
bombs as
really
they can.
nice layer defenses, but we're not layering enough. You know? You gotta get that Scopus out of there. You can't allow yourself to get first pick if you're going for that layer defense.
I will say that first pick was unfortunate, but they just did not hold the proper crosses at the end round, and that's what cost them.
Yep. And then you have two getting caught up by the verge. I think that just some slight adjustments can really win them this game. You know, it's still
Yeah,
anyone's game. It's 1-1.
Yeah, it's been a good game so far.
Yeah.
With I feel NMU in the advantage every round.
Yeah. I'm liking this Maestro pick from NMU, just really abusing this Brava like I keep bringing up time and time again. It's just such an important operator that you want to make sure you're bringing along with the traps, especially because Brava's such a powerful operator off the board. And we brought a Monty for Portal this time. You know, Portal's the real star hard support player. Yeah, his KD might not be pretty, 0.8 KD, but you know, that's not his job. His job is really to get in there with his team and get the bomb down and do all of his supporting jobs, drone the team and everything like that. It's not a stylistic play, but it needs to be done. That's hard work that needs to be done, and Portal is often be doing that. And so far, it looks like the drone work has been pretty decent for UT Tyler. You know, they've been getting some really nice first picks and clearing the map.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Austin. I think the real shortcoming for this info is the pre-placed drones. I've been seeing a lack of them.
What is this? For a work from what? Into the building on that Daimless.
Yeah, it appears they're going to solar over.
Looks like a great pick onto the smoke from Guak. Absolutely executing Brazy.
Monster just walking through office right now.
Yep.
They have to be careful.
And Guak has this read on the flank.
Nah, it could be just to walk the flank. Might not know. It could just be flank far like greater with nomads.
They might not know.
I don't think they know. If they
don't know about this Legion.
They might lose 2 bodies here. This might cost them the entire round.
That's good. Cheese is such an important player here. This timing is everything for Cheese.
If Gordon's the rest of the team, they actually lose a round right now.
Cheese is fighting Nimble. They have to speed up the XP here. Here we go. So Nimble does actually click on the Spirit inside, and then...
Cheese is just going too slow in this round. He's giving it up. It looks like he's going.
Well, it doesn't really need to. You know, his team is really cleaned up on the top side. I don't know how they managed to do that, but it was really impressive. I mean, I think it's a portal onto Rice, but at this point, you start to wonder: is it too little, too late? We only have 1 nade, 1 scan, 2 smokes to go here.
This is not looking good either. Maestro's on the board and mine's 1 HP.
Wanna go for the plant here? I'm imagining.
You can't
No
go
cover, no cover. Good call. Where's the Maestro? Where's the Maestro?
Portal! Oh my
It's... Alright, she's
my
just a
God.
refrag onto Jedi, but I mean, this should be 1 for Portal, really. It is a Legion.
Yeah, this is Nah, Legion won't bring too much value here. He does not have time. Wow.
Massive triple kill from Portal to secure the round onto Monty! Of all operators!
That's that hard support value that he's bringing to the team. He's the rock. Honestly.
What an insane play from Portal. That is truly a round that UT Tyler has no business winning. That Portal, single-handedly off the back of Portal, they win that round. Beautiful play.
And not to diminish that amazing clutch, but what is NMU doing? What was that 2v2 there?
Where's the
Zero
Maestro?
coordination.
Okay, I like both these bands. Both these bands are really good. They've been abused by both the attack and the defense. You know, the Maestro almost every round. 2 rounds now at this point. And then the Roy has been brought every round. Great bands, but seriously, where is that? I start to question NMU ban for Brava when we did not get any Maestro value that round. That was the perfect position to get Maestro value. They go for the plants,
Attackers need to
And you can
locate
deny
and
it,
defuse
Maestro.
bombs.
but nothing comes out.
Reloading!
Yeah, I can imagine the comms got fluttered there. And
Probably.
it was just chaos ensued.
Probably wondering. Like, gotta be calm and collected during these games, you know? Just not forget that you're playing a very impactful operator to just deny the plant, especially if you lose that spot. That's all up to you. But we move on to round 4 here. Round 4, we're going to go ahead and go back into Master Office for NMU. It looks like they bring an Echo this time. I don't mind the Echo pick. The Oryx pick looks like they're going to keep trying to go for this deep roam and waste UT Tyler's time. And we did see Rice successfully do this last round. And they did win the round off that single-handedly because they wasted about 2 minutes on that round. So I don't mind that pick.
I am a bit curious about what UTT Tyler's attack is going to be. I think it might be a solar over with his blitz, but we have seen they like to do push pulls, fly pressure one side and hit the gap on the backside.
Looks like this Oryx is going to be starting top
On bottom blue. I think it's bottom blue.
Sorry. And that's what they're doing right now. We unfortunately don't have any building quite yet, but as I say that, I'm just going to go ahead and start getting in there.
Drone ready.
A lot of drones coming out here. This is massive today. If Rave spots in a massive gap in the defense, if he calls this, this could be a round-winning play. It's a round-winning drone, honestly. That's what Rave has.
I do not like that shallow from Guac on that door with the blitz. Very pre-filed, fireable angle.
Yeah. Guac's really feeling himself right now. He is 4-1 star player for UT Tyler. He's really trying to feel himself on this blitz pick, and I'm not sure if I agree with it. You know, you gotta make sure
Bit
you're there before
ambitious,
the team.
just a bit, just a bit.
Yeah.
It looks like they're gonna clear this guy out on blue and just isolate him. Maybe
Looks
some
like
blitz
that's what's
at
gonna
him.
happen. I don't like this. I
Oh.
don't think Nimble knows.
I
Does
don't think
Nimble
they're
know?
aware. Nah, there's no way they're
Nimble
aware.
has
they're
no
on blue.
idea. This is gonna be a free. Oh, Nimble sniffing it out just barely.
Grenade
over
out.
the thorn. Raisy's
This Oryx shouldn't have dead with the cut.
Yeah.
Oh,
Forgive me.
No,
That was
it looks like he
Oryx,
got
actually.
out.
Yeah, it looks like Oryx is actually. Again, Rice has a successful deep roam where he's successful. He wastes a whole 2 minutes off the clock of UT Tyler. That's real impact that your roamer has just brought. This castle could be dead on the cut from Wraith though. Peaks too much. And just as I was, praising Rice, he gets first pick and then Wraith is done. I was saying, he gets that pick on the cut.
oh, like, Jason's gonna repel in here, I think, and just go for the
He does.
go
That's
for
his,
kills.
He is, yeah. Solo play, walk on shields, still gets the kill on the Brazy.
1v1 Guac and Maximus, I think, is
That one's not blinding.
oh, unlucky.
Good play from Maximus, really keeping his composure. He's not blinded, it only needs a single impact to kill and disrupt that blitz.
That's just excellent composure from Maximus there.
Yeah. No. Okay, so UT Tyler, they're really good at finding these first picks and finding this opening engagement and really making it go their way. It seems like the intel is an issue, as we've been saying the entire game. I was about to say, I would like to see a Vigil come out from the defense here. And I think they should be playing more aggressively. I think that they're burning so much time.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Like, they just keep losing this opening. They need to clean up that opening engagement. Make sure they're playing crosses on the site.
Yeah, I think it's more they play real passive in the entry, but that mid round they get way too aggressive when they need to.
Exactly. Again, still, I mean, not to discredit both these teams, it's still anyone's game, 2-2, as we move to bar and gaming for NMU on our 5th round of Chalet.
Yeah, I could see a more aggressive roam here, trying to force a force pick rather than the layer style.
I could see that too, especially with the Vigil.
I'm going to lie down.
And I like this. I like this out of NMU.
I can take care of them.
I like this out of NMU. I want them to play more aggressively here. I think that is valuable, the amount of time they're burning off UT Tyler's clock.
Yeah, it just depends on the call they give. If they call for that aggressive style, they're just going to waste even more time. I imagine the executes are going to go down to being within the last 30 seconds of the round.
Looks like Guac is called for a solar over here. They do have a read on this Vigil of Spirit in solar. The cuts are a little bit late, but Spirit has also overstayed its welcome massively here. So this
I am a bit scared about these cuts from UT Tyler, though. Highway is a very dangerous cut spot to be in.
Yeah. This is very swingable from the center window. That's all Cheese has to do is break it and double chow that. But it looks like instead a Spirit opts to drop and just simply go back to site here. He does have to fight this cut with Nimble, but it looks like Nimble's getting off. Never mind. Looks like he has free roam just back into site. But in return, UT Tyler has gained access to all of this top floor space. And just basically knocking.
Yeah, I mean, I will say the entry has not been that bad. I mean, before they wasted building by like the minute 50. This is an improvement. They're picking up the pace and getting their legs back.
And this Twitch doing all this work upstairs, getting out of the echo down. Huge value.
I don't think they realize that there's only 2 people near library and no one's actually in library. They're on the stairs for Ivy.
Yeah, and it looks like they might have somewhat of a read on these. Interesting nade from Guac, but I'm sure he knows what he's doing. And he just drops. Does he know about this player weapon in and the player in 25?
Yeah, it looks like he does. He should hear him here.
Yeah. Gonna take that opening engagement.
Spirit is unaware and good shot for squad.
Very good shot. Loading new mags! Refrag here. Wide swings, gets the kill. Very nice play. Wraith, you need to worry about Wraith. What a fortune. Beautiful double swing out of Rice and Crazy there to get the kill on the side. Now UT Tyler scrambling. Nimble drops. He's going to try to take this one on the side. Gets it. Now they know. The last player is on blue stairs. We're going to go ahead and go for the plants on bar now. Embrace is going to try to take this fight with Nimble. Nimble wins it.
Although it was a scrappy round, it was a well played out round. There was beautiful trades and refrags from both teams on both sides.
Yeah, I have to agree. You know, UT Tyler, and then it looks like NMU is calling their tactical timeout at this point. I'm going to go ahead and take this time to talk amongst their team, really talk about what's been going on their defensive half. And, you know, I don't think it's been too bad. I think what's been rough is their end round. It seems like they don't know what they want to go for with their defense, and they're not holding good enough crosses. They did have a really good double swing on the portal who just dropped into sight, but after that, you know, they look kind of lost.
Yeah, so I will really say, I think I agree with you there, Austin. Some of the coordination on both sides have been iffy, but they've been cleaning it up throughout the round as they progress. So
yeah,
we'll have to see what happens.
Really for this timeout, hopefully we're looking towards cleaning it up during that late round. And UT Tyler, I'm sure they're probably talking about how great this game's going. You know, being up, their mentals are pretty strong. They've been making decent calls, and it looks like Guac just knows everything about these flanks that NMU keeps sending.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Adding on to what you said about mentals, NMU's mental has to be a bit on the edge here. They've lost a lot of winnable rounds.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as
them
many bombs as they can.
That could be affecting them heavily. Yep. We'll have to see what that translates into game as we go into round 6. Looks like we're going to be rerunning Bar Gaming from NMU here. Almost the same lineup. Instead of the Fenrir, they have opted to go Valkyrie, and they've also opted to bring in Solus. So it looks like they're really trying to go for this playstyle that I was mentioning, where they're trying to get into their face and deny this intel, you know? So really slow UT Tyler down.
New feed active. Secure the wall! What a drag. Yokai can handle this.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and go into the round. Looks like Rice is going to be playing this blue shield here. Spirit's going to be playing the same position. And, you know, when you're looking at Spirits, you need to be expecting more out of your, like, entry roamer player. 0-5 is not a great stat. It really signifies that he's not been getting out as much as he needs to and not been, you know, getting that lucky pick. That's a really important stat for him to have. He needs to clean that up here if they want to win this game.
Auto breacher is a go!
I'm starting making some important library here. Holding a nice cut on the rappel. Just looking at a mezzanine. And then it looks like the rest of UT Tyler is just droning, taking their time. Make sure that they can get a nice entry confirm into solar. Make sure we're not losing any bodies. They might be worried a little about this vigil. I don't know if they know he's downstairs actually in wine cellar. But it seems like they're worried about something here. It's really stalling their attack. Here we go. Block. In the building.
Auto breacher
So
deployed.
3 track stingers.
Also, he's saving them for burn.
He is, true.
I think he just put one back on the line with the solar, and now he's coming over to cut out this guy on Ivy Shield. Oh.
Alright. And now Portal has confirmed where the positions are. Over there.
Really early.
Very early Nitro, and really not getting any value off that either. And nice one to like forcing UT Tyler back.
I'd like to see more of those snows. You can spend a lot of time here.
Looks like UT Tyler's gonna go ahead and go for a walk up here off that fire. And I don't think anybody's actually watching Nimble's jump through. This could be a really deadly, backstab that Nimble has on his hands.
He also had a cut forward to that pickle door.
Nice.
The walk to back in the game.
Rice just walks up Mez and kills Wraith. That's really bad. That's your smokes and fire off the board. All your execute util is now off the board for UT Tyler. All you have for down is this Monty, and then Brazy Peak Hatchet gets Nimble too.
All NMU has to do is hold the good crosses.
Yeah.
And they win
Not
the round.
all is lost for UT Tyler here. We still have this Monty walk it down. And it looks like Spirit's going to go ahead and try to fight this Monty, but there's a flank. Looks like that's cheese on the flank. I'm not sure if I like seeing the smoke on this flank. He's going to go ahead and give it up now. Wow, beautiful first win from Spirits on the Jedi.
Just looking good for UT Tyler.
Now the Echoes can start doing some work. Cross, Spirits gets the kill. What a great round.
Wonderful round.
What a wonderful round from Spirits there. I was really criticizing him and his ability on his own, and he really shows me wrong. Right? He picks it up, picks himself up by his bootstraps, and just absolutely locks in that round. Gets a beautiful 3-piece and absolutely stalling, and honestly winning the round for NMU there, killing with the execute util and the Monte.
I have to say, whatever they said in that timeout clearly worked, because that was a wonderful endgame round. NMU.
It was a much better round. Alright, but we're going to go and swap sides here. UT Tyler is going to go and be on the defense now, and NMU on the attack. NMU have opted to ban Mira Azami. UT Tyler have banned some of the hard beats with the Ace, and then Capita some execute utility. Really good ban out of both teams here. You're going to be imagining NMU, they're probably comfortable with roam clear with these, bans here. So, as long as we bring the snake, yep, there it is. As long as we bring the snake, we should be good.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I'm predicting a full clear from NMU here. Probably going to do a library over, execute on that half wall for office.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that, especially as we head into round 7 with UT Tyler starting off our defensive half going master office here. Opting to bring this castle, cut off, castle off a couple triangles, and then they have Cade for wall, really good ops, smoked and now, just classic lineup. Rudy DMR to finish it out with the smoke for denial.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Both teams are expecting that half wall plant. I mean, NMU has the perfect ops for that half wall. They have Bosa for outside the game office wall, and then the therm batch, dreads for flanks. I mean, it's looking like each team is expecting that half wall plant.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, it looks like NMU are going to go ahead and opt to do this library over clear. Alright, Nimble is going to go ahead and position himself in the bathroom and block his undisputed drone, giving one pre-placed drone from NMU. And Raves just being really careful about his positioning with these cuts, being opened up now with his castles gone. Don't know if he knows the player of Cheese that opened up that castle actually did rotate off.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's going to rotate into battle and allow him more rotatable ability
Wow.
to fight with his teammate.
Wow.
Walk with the first pick. That is
what an
huge.
amazing first pick onto Snake of all operators. You can't. I'm not exactly sure what Spirit's doing that far away. Maybe looking for the potential to hit a backstab or a lurk here, but really gets punished and shut down by a Guac there.
Yeah, I imagine they sent them on that roam because of how powerful Snake's ability is, but it's really hard
and then
to deal
Guac
with.
gets another one with a punch hole.
Wow.
He's on an absolute tear downstairs.
Guac just being this rock in this single floor roam. Taking full control of Kitchen for that nitro below.
At this point, now we gotta start NMU. We gotta start thinking about other avenues other than this plant, because this plant's not going to be going down with Smoke and Valkyrie on the board as well. And this nitro's going to be wow, Thatcher, gone. Wow. Walk is on. He's on an ace this round. His team supporting him as well with these cameras. But Guac smartly chooses to go ahead and fall back and let them waste a little bit more time here. Yeah, Brazy Maximus. They really don't know what to do.
There's really not much they can do besides double up and power through something. Try off this door.
And Wraith goes ahead. Nine Guac his A's. Almost as well. With the 4K coming in, and it'll be the Metro Portal actually playing that like with Wraith. Which player was that? The Gridlock.
I think it was Brazy.
I think it was Brazy. I think you're correct. Yeah, really good run from UT Tyler. They knew what they wanted to do. They knew what they were playing for. Knew that they wanted to slow. They didn't even have to really slow down NMU. NMU just had a really slow entry, and then they just played off the back of their nitros, smoke grenades, and cage to really secure them around.
Yeah, I mean, it may be too early to say, but it looks like UT Tyler is way more comfortable on defense.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Probably going to be their better half. Now, interestingly enough, UT Tyler has opted to bring a Thunderbird. So
yeah, you don't see that often.
You don't see a lot of Thunderbird often, and we're also choosing to double reinforce off trophy here. There's an interesting setup that we're not seeing often. They're actually reinforcing off West Spain as well. Okay.
I think they're going to extend heavy upstairs, or maybe just play really centered around that kitchen area since it's double reinforced.
You might be right about that, especially with this Mew on the board. They might just be looking to just deny intel and have all 5 players actually playing upstairs for verticality.
Yeah, I mean, we have a deployable shield for the K9 walkthrough, it appears. That is a nice angle for Guac. That should get a free kill for them.
Okay, well, now I'm starting to suspect that there might have been a misclick, because we do have iron sights on our Thunderbird. But who knows? Maybe Guac's gonna surprise me here.
I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't either. Looks like Nibble's gonna be on this deep run with Castle. I don't mind it. And then we have Gorgo and Hard Support holding down the site. The rest of UT Tyler is going to be positioned upstairs to try to prevent the from really entering and getting this upstairs verticality. And Wraith tagged up a little bit here. But Thunderbird value coming in immediately. And a double Nitro from Portal. Onto, I believe that was K9. That was K9.
I do have been, yeah.
Wow. Beautiful double C4 out of Portal. Claiming DP and your Snake. There's your entry off the board. The rest is top players.
So, Mr. Impact.
There
she got it the second time.
Okay.
I am seeing their defense for UT Tyler. I'm starting to see what they were going for now.
I am too, but here's the thing.
Getting a bit more verticality on it. I don't know.
Yeah. Not all hope is lost for NMU. They still have a position. If they can claim Portal's life on site, if it looks like that's Cheese to walk in and kill Portal, it's not looking too bad. Then they have control of site, and they have to worry about the verticality.
Well, I would like if they could isolate. Oh,
wow. Rice just
Rice.
repels him and takes his one on a breath. Wow. What a shot.
Rice just completely got them back in the
Loading
round.
new mag.
He did. And now
Now Guac is coming to bring his team back in the round.
Rice with the double. Rice.
Swapping mags.
There, we had to be looking at Solar. Guac goes for this power up the stairs and gets double off of it. He's now flashed by Cheese. She's gonna be looking to take his wall. Does he hear this flag? Has no idea that this flag's coming. Look at the final kill.
What a round. Guac showing why he's the player to watch.
Yeah.
Bringing his team back into the round right after they let the enemy team get back in the round.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Rafe just completely sneaks in off of complete just poor crosses being held from UT Tyler, really. He just swings in, doesn't get killed from it, and then he takes his one, wins it, takes another, wins it, and yeah. Yeah, Guac really the star player of that round, having to battle his team back into that round.
Real momentum killer.
Yeah.
Defenders,
We're
protect
going to
your
be
bombs
getting
from
into
being
round
defused
9
by
here.
attackers.
UT Tyler has decided to go downstairs, bringing a lot of this powerful Clash operator. We're going to be playing presumably Boiler with no ADSs, but that's okay. Clash is one of those few operators who actually can get away with that. And the K2 to deny the main breach. And I stand harshly corrected because it looks like UT Tyler is instead deciding to give Boiler and just reinforcing themselves in the site. I imagine we're gonna have some type of upstairs presence here, though, for UT Tyler.
I would hope, because if they go for a bunker, this is a really difficult site to bunker with these current ops they have.
Yeah. I'm in no vert from NMU though, so
So it could work out. I imagine it's gonna be a bunker with Nimble playing closer to top left, like he is
looks
now.
like
going for a stop
looks
peak.
like that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, looks like UT Tyler has opted a bunker, and NMU really have no operators to deal with this.
Bit late on the
That's
setup.
okay. Yep, that's okay. We can get a hatch. Better late than never. Yeah, it looks like NMU
Looks like we're
opted to
going
go
for a
his-
boiler, a wine plant, a wine isolate.
this boiler plant.
Swapping mags.
Ooh.
So it looks like we're gonna be coming in right in. We're gonna be coming in through freezer here. So it looks like Guac isn't misclicking. He just actually prefers the iron sights on Thunderbird. And you know what? This is actually a massive gap in YouTube to consider.
This match is also soft, so they don't have to waste
Yeah.
any util to get it. They are definitely going for this plan here. I'm
Yeah,
lying.
absolutely. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a brilliant call from NMU. Like, this is the gap in the fight. Do they know about Guac? Into 45 though.
If they kill Guac, I can see the round being over, because this clash, I would not be too worried about it. There's not much he can
They have
really
this
do.
long angle too, and looks like
And
they
they
will
kill it.
actually. Yeah, she gets that kill on the Guac,
Already.
and now UT Tyler is holding that position. They have no denial besides the C4 portal to stop this plan from going down.
Yeah, if I was them, I'd be
What a
sending
shot.
Portal upstairs just to flank, or at least apply a bit more pressure on them. They're just allowing them to do whatever they want to do.
What a beautiful shot that Brazy hit. Looks like Portal is cautious about a backstab right now, but like, and he was correct. It looks
Wow,
like
NMU.
that's yeah.
They're just sending backstabs while they're trying to go for this plan. They're grabbing all
Double
the attention.
backstabbing with yeah, she's wow. That's the plan. Gets one down, gets
Wow.
out by Rice and
That was a
stuff on the Jedi.
beautiful call from NMU. They recognized the gap instantly and just clinically isolated each and every player on their team in the bunker.
Beautiful, yeah, beautiful call from NMU there to really spot that gap in the UT Tyler's defense. You know, recognizing that the boiler side is completely weak and then the entry is completely free. And you have to be thinking that's probably off the back of his team's, the IGL's pre-placed drones, you know? Because they took that space really quickly, and they knew about that very quickly. But we head into round 10 here. Looks like UT Tyler has decided that they do not want to go to basement anymore. No more runbacks. Let's go back to what's worked. Let's go ahead and run it back on Master Office here. opting for, I believe, almost the exact same lineup as well. Besides,
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Valkyrie,
defused by
which was
attackers.
actually banned away from NMU. That's what it was, yeah. That's right. It does make sense. But besides that, pretty much the exact same lineup.
Shield deployed.
The Zoe being banned away from NMU. Okay. Okay. So NMU were using a lot of the Zoe to clear out these power positions that you can totally like to play. So I don't mind to see that banned here. Now it looks like NMU is actually just going to go for a rush in it though, with this BB thing on being picked.
Electroclaw is active.
Looks like they're going to be going for a solar rush. Yeah, all 5 attackers spawning camps on their side. Do we have anybody cycling camps early? Yup, Jedi is. Hopefully he calls this early. I don't know if Jedi saw it.
Dread mine on.
Wall reinforced.
Vert trophy, I personally love that vert angle. It's hard for the enemies to just fight that unless they go on solar windows.
We're getting on master windows. Looks like they're trying to go for a fast solar play here. Maybe. And Brazy just completely unaware of that vert angle. It looks like the BB's going to be jumping in. Or not. They now know that the cross is actually being held for this BB's jump in.
They need someone on solar windows here if they want to even try to go for this again. And the master cut would not be bad.
You know, Nimble seems to be kind of cautious about his position right now, but I think it's perfectly fine. You know, he's actually not being held by this like an active player on the master window, so his position's pretty fine here. He's denying this BB's jump in. NMU is getting completely stunted with their attack, and they just have nothing to get it done now.
Yeah, I actually really like Nimble's position. He can just be more reactive off this angle. Like
Here's the jump in right here.
wow,
Nimble gets
Spirits.
absolutely fried by Spirits, and then she executes Wraith on the back end. And you were right, you went to solo. Down solo. Jedi's gonna go ahead and walk up, gets killed by Rice on the BB here, and now they have complete control of the B site. Portal's gonna go ahead and try to retake back. You have to be in the power's in! No! But he still gets the kill!
And Guac pulled his team back.
We have seen Guac make some miracles, but a 1v4 Guac has to accomplish here to bring this round back. Needs to kill this guy in the cut and bring the BB. And Portal is, I don't believe Portal's restful here. There's no way we can go for this, and I think Guac knows that.
Guac just has to go for something.
Yep, or he's gonna try to res Portal here. He
I
gets the res
understand
off
this.
perfect. Now we're
Power someone, they can win this round.
Yep.
I'd
Now
power
we're
the
on
guy's solar.
2v2. They need to power this. Yeah, they need to power this Blackbeard solar. Oh, beautiful kill from Guac.
Portal has to save him.
No, Portal.
Too late.
And Rice splits up the
Unlucky.
round.
I have to give props for Guac though. He's just bringing his team back from the depths every single
Guac
round.
almost won that 1v4 in that grim situation. Dire, honestly, for UT Tyler. Guac almost brings it back. There's not a lot else it can be said. He is sitting on 15-6 this game. He is truly keeping UT Tyler in the game, just almost single-handedly. I say that like almost single-handedly because he does have assistance from Portal and Wraith, but yeah, Guac has really been that X-Factor player that's winning the UT Tyler so many rounds.
Attackers need to locate
I'd
and
have to
defuse
agree.
bombs.
I would also say there's a difference in composure for each team. I'm seeing a lot of composure from NMU, especially on their attacks. That reset they called, the rotate their players over to go for that same solar kind of isolate, jump back there. Really well played.
I was about to say, yeah, it seems UT Tyler, when they're in this like position of getting crunched on these cuts, these cut positions, they are a little bit more antsy. You know, they don't like to be sitting still as much. And NMU are perfectly comfortable to just let the round come to them. And honestly, yeah, it was a great call from NMU to just rotate that player on the master repel and onto the solar repel. Just clean it up.
Partida is active.
All right, we head back into master bedroom and office for UT Tyler, running back the exact same lineup, but instead of Fenrir, they choose to go Legion. And you know, that really makes sense with the amount of Blackbeard that Rice in particular is running. This Legion's going to be really able to slow that down.
Yeah, I have to agree. I would have liked if they had more more util denial for that solar wall. That was their intentions on that cut, but I think it should be fine.
Okay, go ahead and be on this bathroom highway position using the snake's ability the best that he can. Looks like BB has been rotated to trophy side instead. But yet again,
That's a good call.
Yeah. I was just about to say, yet again, they do not have the solar player, but here we go. He's going to rotate back, and he's going to go ahead and take the fight on the Wraith. He has Wraith for a little bit, but Wraith is able to still stay in his position. Take this fight. What a shot.
Reload!
Stepping needle.
Down, and Wraith is perfectly fine. Jedi gets another one in the spirit on the walk-up. They're try to isolate this Blackbeard now, but do they know? They should know.
I think they know. I think it's a little chaotic. They killed someone in bathroom, so they probably thought that was that easy.
Double power here. What a shot. Alright, Rice kills up Nimble, and then Portal kills Rice in return. Fight, kills one, and then Portal swings Blaze in Solar and claims his head as well. Portal having a great round of double kill now from him, killing 2 players in Solar. And now Maximus, left with no options left, has decided to rotate to Solar and walk up the trophy stairs.
I'd have to say that's probably the only option he has. If I was him, I'd walk through Solar, walk to bathroom, and try to isolate some more picks on half wall.
Looks like he's scared that they might have retaken the space, having no intel, I believe. Yeah, look at that, 2 drones for NMU, yeah. So no intel to support him, he's going in completely blind. Here these pre-fires coming out, hoping, he's praying just to get a nice headshot off his pre-fire on anybody.
Yeah, it's good discipline from UT Tyler.
Almost gets the pre-fire onto Jedi, but Jedi walk pulling this active angle, and nice. Beautiful headshot on Maximus. Alright. So we head into match point for UT Tyler, round 12. We did require all 12 rounds for this game. UT Tyler looking to close it out 7-5. They don't want to be playing anymore, you know? A lot of Siege to be played still, and they really don't want to be extending that amount. So we're going to go ahead and run it back to Kitchen. And pardon that. Yeah, Kitchen, wow.
Attackers need to locate and
So
defuse
UT
bombs.
Tyler have decided to run Kitchen on the site. Again, bringing this Thunderbird mute setup, isolating himself into this site, and then Nimble on the deep roam ice. Same thing as last time. Let's see if NMU have adapted.
Yeah, if I was NMU, I'd just hit that gap 45 and West Main try to pinch this guy.
And trophy as well.
Solo, yeah.
Initiate jammer.
I think all they need is a trophy
having no
cut
head-
to extend
Yeah,
to get that
trophy
push off.
having
But
no head holes, yeah. We'll see
We'll have to
what
see if the
NMU
denial is
decide to
enough.
do. Yeah, they decide to bring Ram Yang. I love the Yang pick. Yang is a really good pick for NMU's playstyle that they're trying to go for. But it does look like instead of taking this gap on trophies,
I think they're
trophy
going for a
West Main
solar.
45, they're going to go for solar, yeah. I think you're right.
Solar with
I
maybe a
don't-
K9 backstab is what I'm predicting them to do.
I don't mind this call, but I really don't think that they're... I think that what's hurting them is actually the absence of intel. They would be able to see
I'm
the
reloading.
exact same setup. I think that the IGL can easily call that and make that call, you know?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you guys. I am a bit
Portal
worried because there's
claims
no West Main
another...
bird.
This is the 3rd Nitro that Portal has thrown. Or sorry, no, 2nd Nitro that Portal's thrown. And 3rd body he's claimed off that K9 walk-in.
Wow.
It's because of that castle, you know? they don't have any use. They need to be using the Hibana there, and they've opted not to use Hibana and instead punch it. And still, he falls trying to punch that castle open.
Yeah, it does not look like NMU has adapted their push at all, because Spirit went for that same canine push, and they're all in the same cuts.
Yep.
It does look like it's a bit more library heavy, though, and they're going to do a little bit of a library over.
And here are the Candelas being tossed. Looks like UT Tyler. They're just going to go and stand around, not feeling too much pressure from the side of NMU. No cuts really being opened up, and then Guac just swings with Solar Cut and claims Rice. And again, UT Tyler just feeling no pressure from this Ying. This Ying's not being utilized to fullest ability here.
Rafe is taking a 60-40 gunfight right now on this Gridlock and Ivy. He's just holding a pixel on him.
Looks like Brazy is going to go and reset, get some drones up. And I believe NMU do know about Nimble's position. Nimble's going to go ahead and walk up, take his 50. Never mind, he's called his teammate for support. Really good play. And Maximus is alone here, trying to fight Porter. Nimble whiffs all of the shots. Nimble hits 2 shots on a Maximus. Cheese gets killed onto that lurk, walks holding a punch hole. And then Rafe on the angle kills Brazy on the walk up. Now he's going to be taking his fight as name Maximus. And Guac's called to the assist. Gets the
Really good collab from them on the single last guy.
Yeah. 7-5 for UT Tyler, claiming Chalet. And you know, MVP being Guac by far. He had so many round-winning plays and just absolutely physics-defying like plays and shots. Like, he's honestly bending bullets to NMU's head, and they're letting him get away with murder.
Yeah, he's really just dominating, asserting himself on every round. His presence is definitely known.
Yeah.
Throughout that entire game.
We're gonna go ahead, have production send it to a 5-minute break. We will see you guys back for our next map, Clubhouse. NMU starting on attack, and UT Tyler starting on the defense. We'll see you then. Don't go anywhere. Straight into our second map, Clubhouse. UT Tyler's going to be starting on the defense here, NMU on the attack. Just based off of last game, how are we feeling about NMU's chances of taking this in game 3, Darnell?
Feeling, I think there's a world. I think it's probably like a 60-40 for UT Tyler. I feel like UT Tyler may have the advantage for this more technical map of Club. And NMU, with their composure on the early round, with the layering off, this might be more favored towards them in that aspect.
Yeah, I think if NMU, keep what they were thinking about from last LA, where they play this heavy layer defense and really play to waste the time of UT Tyler on attack, and it'll really be beneficial towards them, and they can really secure the map going through that. But for right now, we head into round 1. We got the defense bans from UT Tyler. They chose to ban out Maverick and Capitao from the attack, and NMU choose to ban out the hard breach denial. So they choose to ban out the Cade and the Bandit. Holy, my bad. So it looks like I'm gonna have an easier time to open these walls, NMU is, and then
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Maverick, I'm not sure if I like it as much. There's no denial on the wall, so not really brought too much. But Capitao, some really powerful use off the board.
Yeah, I can understand these bans very heavily. NMU wants to go direct in the site and have no contest for those walls, so they can open up cuts and just have more map control. UT Tyler cannot deny the clearing of power position, and maybe their third ban is going to be a hard breach, but I can see it being a shield like Monty. Because if they don't have Monty or Cappy, it's going to be hard clearing that Raptors. They may be thinking too far ahead.
Wall secured!
Maybe. And interestingly enough, UT Tyler, in the defensive setup of their first round, have chosen to reinforce off those con head holes. What are they planning with that? Wow, hold up. Like, And just as I say that, NMU looks like they're going to be going for a basement entry. Rice and Spirit are going to be entering basement with the Buck and Doki. There's Monty walking with Raptors here, and then
Deploying welcome mat.
looks like Maximus is going to be opening up that main breach.
Could be really bad for UT Tyler with this collapsing of NMU. They have a Snake and a Dokkaebi. Walk could be really isolated here if he doesn't get up fast enough.
If Walk knows and chooses to fall back here, Maximus is going to be opening up all the breaches that he can for right now. Opening up that flat breach.
Yeah, that's mostly going to be Ghost Breaker for the most part until they go for the execute.
Looks like Portal does have a mirror to contest. And Nimble hasn't really been, you know, not too threatened on this shield up top red. Doesn't want to fall back, doesn't want to give us space for it. But just as I say that, I can go and start smoking. Looks like NMU's going to be going for this push now. They go for the Dokkaebi call. Nimble still positioned up there in smoke. And then they have Split. And Taylor is taking his one onto Max. Nimble's still not being forced out of his position. And then Jedi swings wide and kills Spirit. Flashbang comes in. Tries to try to walk up red here. Kills Jedi. Kills Nimble as well. Wow. Beautiful pre-fire from Portal to claim one back on Maximus. And then Brazy cleans up Jedi. We're back to a 3v3. Rice kind of low. But Rogue gets one on the backstab. Gets Walk actually. The strongest player from UT Tyler that we've seen this game onto the backstab. And they choose to reset. And simply walk up con.
Yeah. Their positions now indicate they should go for a Logi walkthrough and clear out this Wraith. This Warden's sitting there, but I don't think they're aware, so he will be taken out. Taken the buck out.
Beautiful trigger. Alright, looks like, so Wraith tries to take a fight onto Cheese, loses out. Cheese wins that with that F2 on Snake. Portal's going to go ahead and rip the C4. Now going to put his Swansea out. And he's going to go and try to isolate his one onto Cheese. While Swansea just walks at him. This is not a great position for Portal. Yes, from back and forward. In and out. Gets it. What a kill! What a melee onto Brazy. Now he ties it up 1v1 against the Snake with no tracks. He knows his position. This is castled off. This is a terrible position for Snake. All Portal has to do is play time here and throw shotgun. What a pre-fire from Portal! Clutches out a 1v2 against a Monty and Snake. He's absolutely fried on that pre-fire swing. Wow!
Portal, 1v2, clutching it for his team, showing once again why he was one of the top 3 players for UT Tyler last game.
And this is a really, this is a thing that this is a characteristic that we call clutch factor, right? You need this out of your hard support player like Portal. Yeah, he's got a 0.8 KD in default matches, but he shows up when it matters. A beautiful 3-piece to clean up round 1.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright, so we head into round 2 off of that exciting play. Looks like UT Tyler is opting to go CCTV instead of basement. They bring this Ramai and Clash to set up our factors, mirror to mirror trick the wall, and then Aruni as well to help out downstairs with the castle downstairs. Default setup. As I say that, it looks like Wraith is actually opting to reinforce the blue wall, so we're going for a slight extension here.
Shield deployed.
I will say, Clash instead of a zombie on Raptor when Cappy's banned is definitely an interesting choice, but I can understand it.
I think they're really worried about this Monty walk. So the Clash, what better response than the Clash?
No, I'd have to agree. I can see Monty being that third man, but I think they might just keep him up just because they have Clash.
Yeah. Okay, looks like Cheese is going to go for this entry to script again for this lurk, and it really worked out for him last time. He got the backstab onto Guac. Unfortunate that they lost the round, but it did work out last time. He was opted to go for it one more time. Guac reinforcing one of the middle walls of Lounge, and now NMU know that they do have Clash on Raptors. Like Maximus is going to go ahead and get to work, do his hardcore job, get those walls open, pop the mirror, and then we have Rice pressuring Guac from Secret. extremely isolated pressure. So Guac's gonna go ahead and swing on the pixel and kill Rice. Beautiful down, and Cheese was also injured on that backstab.
Changing mags.
That kill. Beautiful. This Monty really can't. Okay, so the point or Crazy's really struggling to walk in against this Flash. Okay, so Walk goes for a very overambitious castle and does get killed by the gun of Spirit there, while just watching patiently on that cut. Now Portal knows where Spirits are located at, and is going to try to take this fight on top of it. Maximus is sitting outside the wall. It looks like NMU have decided to go for a just direct wall hit instead, choosing not to deal with that clash. And Cheese is walking up as well, so there's some 2 up right through the breach.
We are now protected. Magnets ready.
Spirit swings, pre-fires, misses. Flashes. Portal goes for the swing, does not get flashed by that flash. He manages to down Cheese to have time to pick him up, and then Nimble swings breach and kills Maximus. Spirit has opted to not pick up Cheese here and just reset on top red. They're gonna go. These two is gonna go and power him here with a flash. Whiffs completely. Spirit gets a critical kill for the round. Now Spirit's down, but from range. Monty's trying to walk in desperately. They have 35 seconds left to play the round. What a beautiful shot from Spirit. Clean up this. I don't know if they're taking the goal to wide and beautiful cleanup from
Nice try for UT Tyler. Not much they can do when they're just that spread out.
Yeah, not a lot they can do. I have to give credit to Spirit there. Spirit got like 4K to bring the round back for his team, and I'm also guessing that IGL had a great call to rotate onto the main flat breach instead of going rafters, recognizing that it is completely impossible to push their Monty through rafters and walk in this clash. Really good calls.
Attackers need
Yeah,
to
I'd have to agree
locate
with
and
you there.
defuse bombs.
The IGL for NMU has been making some really great attacking calls, especially in the scene last game. I'm excited to see what Morias shows.
Deploying razor wire.
With the openness that Clubhouse has for the calls, I'm really excited to see what he has to bring. Looks like UT Tyler has opted to just rerun everything. They said, you know what, last round was a fluke. We can clean it up and get better. And I don't know if I agree with them. I think NMU really played that round decently well. And UT Tyler, while they did get a lot of body counts, they kind of
I mean, I can understand where they're coming from. They did get the first pick, but they just gave up too many early bodies. They were in really great positions because NMU was not clearing out lounge. They did not commit any util for there, so I can understand this running it back idea.
Yeah. So it looks like we've gone for a similar call. They're going to send Cheese through lurking in the strip.
Nothing to report.
Spirit's on both side. It goes for cuts, enabled. Grace is going to walk raft. Try to again. It's just going to open up the same exact type of time. Walk goes down from that long cut of Spirits. Looks like Cheese is also there. They send Portal down to assist. Yeah, Portal's gonna try to fight through the smoke. He has to fight through the gun of Spirit and Rice. Lights up Spirit to about half health and decides to fall back up red. So 1-for-1 trade here. Cheese dying on the backstab, but in return, NMU have secured lounge control and Walk's body. So not looking too bad for both sides here. 4v4. From here, Rafe has opted to walk into billiards and go for a late flank, looks like, on this Aruni. I believe NMU are posturing like they're aware of this, and they're also making sure that they don't let the same mistake happen again. Making sure that he doesn't just walk in for free. Nimble gets hit by the vert, looks like there's Rice, and Rice is going to go ahead and look like he's going to try to swing the wolf. No, they have no idea. They have no idea that Rafe's on this long flank.
Rafe is the win con here. He has to get a big blow. He gets one.
Gets one. And Nimble gets one up top as well. Nimble gets the Monty up top.
They don't have to force anything else. They have numbers. They're just momentuming in with kills.
Wow,
They're probably
Portal
just gonna swing this guy outside flat.
Portal swings red and kills him. And now Red Eye's just giving perfect calls to his team saying where he is. They're going to try to double swing here. Here it comes. The 3, 2, 1. Double swing. Beautiful. Beautiful play from UT Tyler.
Looks like the decision to run it back was indeed founded. There was some reasoning behind it.
They got, yeah, looks like, so I believe Wraith got the opening pick and NMU take their timeout. I think that's good out of them. They need to really switch up what they're doing here because I think Wraith got that opening pick actually onto Cheese from that lurk. I think UT Tyler has caught on that every single round Cheese has been going for this lurk. And yeah, they're starting to punish him for it. But last game, NMU had a very effective tactical timeout against UT Tyler. I'm unaware if they have a coach or not, but whoever is the main leading voice in these talks clearly knows what they're talking about. And, you know, he's going to try to lead his team straight, get this game back on course, and try to win out, go for a map 3 here.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I'm really excited to see on this after this timeout what changes for NMU.
Yeah.
I could see a more aggressive play style and just direct into sight if they go basement from dirt blue.
So we have, okay, so NMU has taken the castle away from the defense. That's a good ban. It enables a lot of more of your cuts. You know, the defense can't play as aggressive positioning on you. And UT Tyler taking the Zofia away from the attack in hopes to play this clash more, and they immediately select it as they go back to gym bedroom for our 4th round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get this round started. UT Tyler has opted to bring a slightly different lineup, bringing this Warden presumably to play top red and the Thorn as well, hoping to counter the shield play coming out of NMU. Now, NMU have not selected the shield, but that doesn't mean the Thorn won't get value. Still really good operator, really good trap ops.
Reloading.
Yeah, she's also useful for information and the like.
Yeah. The slow effect on Thorn is not, like, it's no small deal. That operator is really good. She's a very good operator in the meta right now. Really good pick out of UT Tyler. They're going to set up the same Mira for Jacuzzi side, recognizing that they don't have that much struggle. And as I say, the enemy have not opted to bring the shield this round. They actually do pivot and bring the Blackbeard on Brazy. Now, that's an interesting call because they have had Rice on the Blackbeard during all of Chalet, but maybe Rice just doesn't like playing the Blackbeard on this map for whatever reason. And you have to think that enemy are most likely aware that they are pushing into a clash. UT Tyler has
Reloading.
Nimble just trying to get some cheeky damage through the wall bang. Be holding this position on green. Almost claims Cheese there on the drop down, but doesn't. This clash is going to be getting pressure from both sides. Gets comes right back to reclaiming position. She knows exactly what she needs to be doing here. And, you know, NMU, they're not really dealing with it great at all. They're kind of just letting this clash walk all over them.
Yeah, if I was NMU, I'd just hit Jacuzzi breach and jump in gym while have one down the con cut. Because these guys are completely isolated off.
Looks like they're going to go for it. Blackbeard's starting to walk up here.
Just you and me.
Help out, and then walks up. 3-man position. Fringe onto this clash. And you have to imagine Nimble gets one though. Nimble gets crazy. Wide, almost gets punished.
I'm reloading.
Doesn't know about Spirit's position here on the wall though. It seems like he's going
to get it.
Not gets killed by Spirits in this fight. And so much time is being wasted by NMU and Tyler here. They finally get the kill onto Nimble, but I think this clash is going to get out. And she does. No, she doesn't. Just as I say that, I tapped her in there.
You fucking muppet!
Yeah,
Just like that, Jedi chops are in there. Cheese gets one on the flank, I believe that was. Maximus swings, gets it, and what a good round for NMU. So, wow. NMU really, you know, they were presented with a problem, and they did take 2 minutes to clear that clash off of red. But in the end, they actually got more than UT Tyler gained in terms of the clock. They got 2 or 3 bodies, and Maximus also hits a backstab, like leaving sight completely free, besides Wraith on that smoke. Or sorry, pardon me, the Warden. And he can't really do much in the 1v4. They have all the control they need. Doesn't matter about the time. They have 4 bodies on the singular of UT Tyler's. Great.
No,
Defenders,
I
protect
will
your
have to
bombs
say that
from
was
being
pretty
defused by
predictable.
attackers.
Reinforcing those con heddles off just eliminates any type of help that they can get from the people in sight or bridging on con. Especially without that castle, like, that may have been a blunder for them.
Yeah, nobody's helping Jedi back on that, like, con bridge either. Jedi just, I mean, Rice just jumps in his window and he just pops the canister and bang. Jedi's cut off, he can't do anything.
Yeah, UT Tyler will have to be more reactive here on this bridge if they want to win this round again.
We need to make sure that we're doubling up. Go back to the basics of Siege, you know, make sure we're doubling up, make sure we're fighting together. It's like Nimble's gonna go ahead and go for a spawn peek. Very good Lights Cheese up to about 50 HP and opts to leave, knowing that his position has been discovered, but he chooses to go downstairs instead of rotating upstairs with the rest of his team, going for a late lurk. Gives his position away. And now NMU know that there is one actively playing downstairs, but Jedi's here to assist with the bridge.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing exactly what we thought. They're being more reactive on this bridge and fighting a bit more heavily to stop letting them take all the space for free.
And you have to attribute most of these calls to Guac. Their flex IGL of UT Tyler, he, you know, is going to be seeing these issues and calling them out. Make sure his team is straight and fixed. He's on the smoke for this round. And Maximus goes ahead and gets rid of the Mira again, same as last round. And they have opted to reinforce red with Tyler. And they brought this Legion, a great pick actually. Legion's a fantastic pick out of the defense. It's really slowing this Monty down.
Spirits is going for a really, really late lurk through basement. He could be going up secret to help his teammate take red.
I believe so. Once again, we're presented with the same issue. And NMU do not know what's clash on red. And just as I said, that Spirits cleans up Nimble downstairs, allowing his team position to He's gonna go and try to walk up red here and pinch the clash. And looks like she is at not quite yet. She is stuck here. Jedi is stuck. He needs help from the bridge. Where's the bridge? And he's gone. Just as I say that, fire disappears and just slip away. So we're seeing taking the fight on the shotgun and Wraith. Wraith wins that one out, going prone in gold. Smokes come out, boarding glasses on. And Guac gets the case downstairs on a lurk in basement. No!
All you can tell us to do now is play time, and they win the round.
Crazy's going for this one. Just trying to walk in. Rice swings Wraith, gets the kill. Now he has to worry about this pocket. And Brazy really needs to go gun down and get out of here. He can't really do too much else to help win the round. 30 seconds left. 25. Beautiful play.
It's looking like the round's going to come down with Glock this one.
Looks like it is, yeah. Yeah, no, it is. Rice isn't going to be able to do anything here. Yeah, that's round. And Rice goes trigger happy and kills Brazy too, but they don't have the case. None of that matters.
Wow, that's the UT Tyler IGL just calling for that waste time. We have case. Excellent call from him, honestly.
Brilliant play from Guac, understanding his win con in the round. If they do not have the diffuser, if he stays alive, they cannot do anything. Using those smokes to the fullest capability, smoking off the main stairs, and NMU just let that round slip out of their fingers. But we go into round 6, our final round of the half. UT Tyler again crushing this clash and choosing no basement at all from UT Tyler. They instead choose to go CCTV
Defenders,
for
protect your
their
bombs from being
final
defused by
defense,
attackers.
their final stand. They bring almost the exact same operator lineup, but instead they opt to walk across the number instead of the castle, as castle was on the way. NMU.
Yeah, you have to think NMU's might be regretting this castle ban instead of the clash right about
It
now.
might be, yeah. It seems like this clash is giving them so much issue. Past it, honestly.
Yeah, and it immediately like stops them from going for this Raptor split on CC as well, so they have to come up with new ideas instead of going for the default clears.
It looks like they're just gonna go for the exact same position here, NMU. They're gonna bring the same lineup. Maximus is gonna open up those walls, and they're just gonna try to walk this Blitz, or sorry, not Blitz, Monty up Raptors. And I imagine it's gonna be much the same. I don't believe it's gonna work. Nimble going for a start in oil, hoping to get a nice kill on one of the players who walk up Raptors. Maximus opted not to open Jacuzzi Bridge for any sort of Phantom. Instead, he rotates straight towards Raptors. Open, and then Cheese downstairs opens up G1. Begins to drone.
Just improving my odds.
I don't think they know about Nimble. They're playing downstairs. I have to imagine they have no idea about Nimble playing downstairs, but what's this? They're trying to rotate the Monty to walk up red instead. So Jedi in this position is actually not going to be able to help at all, and his Monty's just going to freely walk up red here. I like this call a lot. Actually goes wide from Portal, gets nothing. No damage even on the Brazy. Now they're going to go for this walk. Monty walk. Walk is playing on this mirror though. They have to be careful about what they need to know this. Looks like Rice is going to take a fight with Spirit. Wow, what a swing from Portal. Gets some damage on the Rice. No weapon.
Really disappointed.
Swapping max!
Wow.
Nice trade from Guac. They just walked through breach in red now.
They did just walk through
doubled
breach.
with Monty.
How did they allow that? How did UT Tyler allow that to happen? Maximus walks through breach and gets the freest walk and everything. Double up with Monty, and they have some.
Rafe and Nimble were just too far away for the push to be stopped. So.
But just to say that, Rafe and Nimble going for a double. And they just secure the round easy, just like that. 4-2 defensive half for UT Tyler as we swap onto their attack.
Yeah, I have to give props to both rounds there. NMU's attack was a really interesting and really good call. It just they weren't able to flush it out and execute it well. And UT Tyler just played really good defense, recognizing that attack and playing composed siege.
I have to question the decision to not open up Jacuzzi for any sort of Phantom. You need some Phantom or backstab, especially with Guac and Portal's positioning. They have a perfect cross under those two players walking up red with Brazy there. And they both Rice and Cheese just lose their fights because it's an impossible angle to fight. They're fighting two people at once, you know? It's really hard.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there, Austin.
So, yeah. Well, no need to dwell on it any longer. I'm sure NMU hopefully aren't thinking about it any longer. They need to be thinking about their defense now. This is totally winnable for the defense now. You know, a 4-2 half, you can tie this up and then go OT. That's totally doable. And they're gonna.
Now we have seen both teams. Defense has been the stronger sides for both of them.
For both of them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
So
as many
we run
bombs
Jim
as they
Edwin
can.
for round 7, first defensive round for NMU. Looks like UT Tyler is opting to bring 2 hard breach. House, just making sure that you don't waste too much time opening the walls. And bring in Osa. I wonder what they're thinking of that. Just Raptors walking.
Calibrating air compression. All set. All secured.
Okay. So NMU are going for this default extension on Flash. They have the Rely and
Ready to
making
go.
sure that they can't keep the util done.
Wall
Then a
secured.
Mira playing for that Jacuzzi breach.
We watch over us.
And also a Rooney as well. So they're really making sure that UT Tyler cannot use their util to just util dump them out of their position. But I think UT Tyler, Guac has given the call to go around that and just hit Jacuzzi instead.
I have to agree. I'm really wondering which ghost pressure portal is going to open up. I imagine a calm single being opened up and then Jacuzzi. Maybe even flat just for that extra pressure. I can definitely see those being open.
I can definitely see that, yeah. Looks like Wraith going ahead and pre-firing through a barricade. Gets a little bit of damage on the right. 72.
Clear shield on window.
I think that, yeah, I think we're right. I think UT Tyler is just going to go
Dominate on
for
window.
a nice and easy sight hit. I don't know if I agree with this con being roasted off, but yeah, they're going to go and force it off the meat gets it. That's really bad. We're going to have to replace that now. The Osa does actually end up getting her own shield. Great flash.
Reloading.
Barely misses the shots on Brazy. Just barely misses those shots. I'm was really concerned about the swing from Spirit here. He does end up getting the kill.
Really big fucking
So,
hole coming right up.
not too bad. Looks like Maximus, I'm sorry, Brazy stepping up. And it goes wide and Wraith on the cut. Nice. So now UT Tyler have decided they have given us con. Let's take con. Great call from the block. They're going to go for con Logi pinch here. Start going out.
Let's find those sheep.
I'm
Here's the
reloading.
call. They're going to go ahead and start walking in this one. Yep, walk up. Still not too concerned. He knows he has his cut player. He's going to go swing gold. And Rose barely manages to get away.
Deploying
Come on,
drone.
that's crazy.
Yeah, you can tell they're in a really good position. They should know where all the enemies are right now.
On hostile.
It's a matter of calling it and collapsing as a
Yep.
team.
There we go. Walk down that area, swings wide, kills some matches, swings wide again. Kill. What a brilliant double
Wow.
triple almost.
Wow.
Triple for Dwalk.
That's IGL just walking down the enemy team, hitting the perfect gap off the perfect
Hitting
timing.
those shots. Wow. Yeah, and now if you're NMU, you really need to make sure you're keeping your mental in this, because this is still a winnable game. 100%. You just need to clean up these defenses, make sure that you're countering UT Tyler's ideas, because Guac's bringing a lot of interesting ideas to the table, and it looks like NMU just aren't really giving him any issues, like no problems to solve.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
If I was
as many
enemy here,
bombs as
I'd
they
be
can.
a bit more aggressive here. Especially on this roam, they just have to stuff. They have to stuff something.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. You know, I think that's just the best play that NMU have right now. Try to get into the mentals of UT Tyler. Even though they're ahead, doesn't mean the game's won, you know? It's not over till it's over.
Yeah, it looks like Rogue Cheese is going to be on the roam and possibly Rice. I see Rice and Rogue Cheese being on this roam, and they have
Looks
some
like
more
it.
aggressive players on the team, so we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, it looks like it for sure. We bring a nice thorn, just lay some traps out for. No, never mind. It might be a bunker with the reinforce of that auto hatch.
If it was a bunker, I'd be really concerned. They don't have any denial besides
No denial on
Nitro.
the board. A singular nitro from Cheese.
Possibly
And that's
two from
Yeah,
a Spirit,
possibly
unless
two
he
from
brought a
Spirit,
shield.
yeah. And it looks like UT Tyler, beautiful pre-places. They know that this is a bunker. They know that they have at most one player to worry about.
Changing
on
back!
third floor, so they're entirely skipping third floor and just entering in second floor. And
Speaking
they block
of
them
that,
out.
Rice is trying to take the second floor.
It looks like it, yeah.
He's just sitting on that main stairs waiting to either chow it or fall down if he needs to.
Alright, Rafe's going to be the first player from UT Tyler in the building, going to take his entry. And it looks like Rafe, like you said, is going to go ahead and sneak all the way up to second floor. I don't know if UT Tyler knows about this. It looks like they might. Nimble positions, but he falls. No, I don't think UT Tyler is just unaware completely. But a ping does
No,
come out.
I think they know, but I think Guac might have called to just ignore him, not waste any time on
Maybe.
clearing him.
They do have this nomad for flank watch, you know. They could just put all the nomads on the flank. Be an excellent use of the nomad. Looks like while Swap plays that call. It's a sight later in the round. There he goes. Getting that one little sniff. Yeah, looks like that was the call that Guac gave just to ignore this second floor player.
Yeah, they're definitely aware of him. They're still just getting their jobs done.
And Guac gets claimed by the C4 on Kitchen Hatch. C4 from Spirit. Now they have
That's
to rely
huge
on
from Spirit. They
Portal.
have no, they only have Portal on the board. But
And 2
Maximus
minutes
could
off
have
the
impacts,
clock.
and they could impact trick the hatch.
I guess
So
Nimble can try to take his one here onto Rice. Rice is holding his position. It's like Jedi's trying to double up. They're trying to pinch this guy on second floor. Rice goes ahead and wins that on the pixel that he's holding. Rice understands that he is not getting out of here alive. He's going to go ahead and take his one and try to get some more. Waste as much time as he can. Already wasting 2 minutes and 20 seconds off UT Tyler's clock. Swings wide. And wow. What a shot on the Jedi. Swings wide against Jedi. Now we do get the trade back on the side. It looks like the call has been ignore the guy, go for sight hit. We have 20 seconds. We need to go. Portal's gonna go ahead and go through dirt. Race to the lockdown move. Just pre-firing everything. They know that they do not have intel. Right on the they're not gonna well, Rice died back on the rotate. Looks like Race walking in, Portal 6-1 loses, and Brazy spins wide.
we're gonna do a real scrappy round that UT Tyler almost clawed back into, but it was just too late.
Yeah.
There was too much time wasted on that roam clear after they lost that pick.
You know, I have to question what the call was from Guac, because it looked like at first he had called, ignore the second floor player. We do not need to deal with him. But then all of the rest of UT Tyler was posturing to go for the kill. And while doing that, they end up giving two ones to Rice, allowing him to get 2 picks, waste 2 minutes, and still get back to site. If it weren't for Portal going down dirt at the perfect time, Rice would have made it back to site perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'd have to say the call was to ignore him, but after he lost that body to the Nitro, they wanted to get that pick back.
Yeah. Probably was the call that was given by Guac. That's the type of things that we were talking about during the last round, you know, during that tactical timeout. We need to be bringing more aggressive options from NMU to make sure that Guac doesn't have an easy time problem solving all of the defense.
Yeah, Rice showed exactly why he was a problem, because he wasted the entire round's time.
The entire
just being
clock,
a nuisance the entire time.
Beautiful play from Rice on the side. Play from him as we move on to round 9. We're looking to hopefully get 5-4 from NMU. They're hoping to claw this game back. Looks like Portal's got a match pre-placed for a strip entry. And I think UT Tyler's going for the exact same type of style of attack, you know. Look towards hitting sight. Use these OSAs to make sure that they can't get on your cut or swing you wide. Play is aggressive.
I am curious what Rafe is doing right now. It doesn't seem like he can do anything from this besides do a little bit of damage.
Yeah, he might just be looking to get some cheeky damage here. He hasn't given him a call to go yet. Block, so they're just waiting. They haven't shot that default. Is that a bug, or did they not shoot that default cam?
I don't know. They have been good about shooting defaults, but it could just be they missed it this time.
It could be. Maybe nerves. After losing 2 rounds, maybe you got a little bit nervous, you know? We were up 5-1 at one point, I believe.
Yeah, it's entirely possible they're forgetting steps.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe the default cam doesn't get too much value here. Looks like UT Tyler's getting their attack set up. They're just going to go ahead and get some information, see what they can do, where the bodies are, and how they can attack. Windows.
Loading new mag.
Osa down for. Oh, never mind. Osa just ignores CC. Does Guac know about this player? I don't think
Guac does not know.
He has no idea. He's going to lose to Rice. They know about a player 3rd floor, actually. What a shot from Guac on the cheese.
Now they do know what
Now they
is.
know about the flush.
Yeah.
Reloading!
Got one
Rice
ready.
might need to get aggressive here to make sure that he can get his trade back. I mean, 2 minutes already gone from UT Tyler, though, so they are going quite slow here. Maybe Rice just opts to drop and go back, you know?
Or they just hit Jacuzzi wall, site looks pretty free. They don't need notch control
Yeah.
to go for that off.
Looks like
They know
that's
there's
not the
two
call Block was
offsite.
given.
Reloading.
No, it seems like they're gonna try to isolate this guy on Raptors and Cash.
And Jedi's gonna try to solo drop this. I don't know if I like this out of Jedi.
I don't either.
And Rice gets another pick on the block. Eventually is traded back from Rafe on the cut. Here gets one. Easy kill. Easy pickings for Spirit there. He's gonna swing again.
Throwing frag grenade.
Barely avoids losing his life. This is so much time that we're losing, and everybody's isolated from UT Tyler here. All NMU has to do is win their ones now and sit tight. Swings with the shotgun, misses. Spirit loses that fight, remember, with 10 seconds left on the round. Order Jedi tries to swing through, but Brace gets the easy kill with the smoke and the shotgun. Now UT Tyler, nothing they can do. Almost gets an exit, but doesn't.
Yeah, it was looking scary for NMU, but they managed to pull it back.
Yeah, I think exactly what's happening is what you exactly talked about, and NMU have decided, you know what, guys, just run at them. You know, swing these guys. Make sure that they don't just get everything for free, and it's working out really well, winning 3 defensive rounds in a row.
Yeah, you gotta think after this third ban, they're probably UT Tyler's probably gonna ban something that's helping them be more aggressive and stall their time. Like Amira, exactly,
Like
yeah.
Amira, yeah. Great ban. I have to imagine Guac was probably the one who called that, and yeah, I have to agree. That was a great ban.
Yeah.
Great pick.
I really like NMU's ban too for the
Yeah,
Grim.
Grim,
Stall and Grim's been used a lot on them, and it's really been like hurting
Making
them.
sure that this util cannot get no util dump. They do not want to partake in that at all.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused
Now
by
all of
attackers.
them after util that's up in the orders Aurora, and I believe that's it for execute operators. So
Bringing
yeah,
a
UT
therm map is interesting though.
is-
That's a lot of redundance for one wall.
I think so, and I have to. It has to be because they know that this cave tube is an option, and Guac's taking that into account. And he's thinking we need this map to open up the wall. But in that case, I really think that we maybe should have considered banning, you know, Cade or Tube using one of our balloons. And move this, you know, castle into him back for. But maybe Guac knows his team. Probably knows his team better than I do, and he knows that his team can get it done with the
Stop
map.
worrying about grenades now.
Yeah, or he's using this therm for that ghost pressure, like you said on Jacuzzi and Khan, just opening up a bunch of pressure on the opposite side.
Exactly. So so the interesting thing about this map is we have actually nothing to open the wall out of it, or after it besides DMRs. But like I said, we are bringing more.
Sending hard freeze!
We're bringing the ramp, or sorry, and the I don't mind these picks. These actually offers are strong and they need to be abused, you know. UT Tyler has been wanting to do that. NMU have tried their hardest to make it happen.
Yeah, I agree. I am a bit interested why they didn't bring Monty and go for that default Raptors creator, but we'll have to see how the round plays out.
Yeah, I miss a little bit of that wall. A little bit of it is missing. Let's see. Glock has a lot of trust in his team. We're going to start burning with the sets here. Goes wide, doesn't burn.
Some serious drywall work coming up.
They're really trying to go for this Raptors clear. I believe it's Rice on that position. No, sorry, it's Crazy on this position. They know exactly where he's playing. He swings and gets killed by Ray. That's a really questionable swing by Crazy. Almost gets traded back by Rice, but just barely misses.
That was an excellent Raptors player. Great, too ambitious, and he gets immediately punished for it.
Rafe almost
Panel deployed.
loses his life there. He goes for these. Wow, beautiful natural announcements here. Just walking up and natural. They now know about this body downstairs, and they're trying to work it, and it looks like this wall didn't get open either. Yeah, UT Tyler in not a great position. The only control they have here is Raptors, and there's still one more nitro on the board.
I was Jedi, I would just get back on that back on that angle that he had on Bola.
Yeah, I think it's the best thing you can do for right now. They need to send a player into rafters as well. They don't have any control.
Drone going down.
Jedi does get a pick on that. Nice, really good pick on that angle. And looks like
They're rotating over to a con pit with a backstab into rafters.
Yep.
Or maybe up red. Looks like that nade did some damage on Bola.
Yeah, Block is at that camp. Look at that. Rice just watching it. Just downs Block nice and easy. Nah, never mind actually, that was Maximus, not Rice. Rice was playing top red and getting free damage on the portal. That DMR is so scary on that position, allowing easily two-tapping any option. It's hitting it wide as well, really. 10 seconds. Portals go crazy. This would be an insane 1v3. And Spirit easily swings.
Yeah, UT Tau just didn't bring enough util or the clear on rafters, and Guac has got to be thinking about that now in this timeout.
Yeah.
Bringing his team back and consolidating their mentals.
Great decision. Yeah, at this point, we need to be thinking about what's going on. We need to be thinking about how NMU is just presenting these problems and swinging and playing aggressively and really stalling your guys' time. We need to be thinking about Snake, Deimos, Shields, things to clear up this roam clear and make the space taking easier. You also need to be thinking about just shields in general are going to be helping your Tyler just cut down the inefficiency with the clock, really. And I hope Guac is thinking about that, but we will see it going out of this timeout right into round 11. We will, again, need all 12 rounds between these two teams on the Clubhouse, our second map of the evening. Still waiting for the shield pick. Looks like they have opted not to bring the shield quite yet.
I still am curious about these operator choices from the attacks.
Yeah.
I feel like Mav, there's not really much of a place for Mav here when they could bring cans and more util.
Yeah.
Like we still have
I mean, we have so much groups that's still up. I mean, Sens is up. Ying is up. Ying, of all operators, is still up in levels.
You can worry less about Peninsula.
Ying's so powerful in this site. I don't know about this map right now. But they do opt to bring the Snake. I do like that out of them, recognizing that they are really slow on this clear.
Start secured.
Bringing Bravo is interesting. I don't think there's too much util besides those Wamaidas that he can actually hack here. And the Thorn.
The ones in Scopos, and
yeah, maybe.
But that's like it. Yeah. So they bring. So yeah, UT Teller brings a weird mix here of operators. It looks like the plan's trying to hit site, but they're also trying to clear out the roam. And they're fully convinced the roam clear. NMU is just going to take advantage of that. They have a Mozzie stopping your intel. They have a Scopus on this deep lurk, wasting all of your time. Yeah, I really question the decision of the shield. It's like Graves could go ahead and get in the building, take the stock, knows it's free. Gonna guess off the back of the Snake. Snake's gonna go and start doing his job upstairs, checking what's clear, what's not clear.
Not seeing anything here.
Yeah, I don't like how halfly he cleared that. He could have went onto highway and got a bit more info that way.
And I think they're just gambling that nobody on NMU is playing upstairs. And you know,
yeah.
Rice was playing upstairs last time, and they are lucky that this time they're correct. The only player that is upstairs in general out of the bomb site is Rice in strip. But yeah,
We got two people on camera in church right now.
looks like they're going for the strip clear. Does Rice know about this? There's
Loading mag!
She is watching that bar cam. Are we going to switch off, or is he going to take this fight? He's taking the fight. He's decided to take the fight with Nimble here.
It doesn't look like he's too aware. This Bravo's not really doing anything useful with the drone right
Hold
now.
on. I have intel on the enemy location.
Now he knows.
A switch.
Awkward fight for him.
Beautiful switch. So much time was so nice. That's 2 minutes off of the spot. And they
Wow,
haven't
just
even
keep
done the
bodies
half
up.
open.
Wow. Rice is really just a problem. Entire game on this round.
Yeah. He's gonna swing one to get the piece in the back. Rice gets another one on and falls back as well.
Street out!
Nope.
Beautiful.
Only a
quick
little bit of
Rice.
damage taken. Wow.
Bang out.
Wow. And this is looking
NMU
terrible
being in
for
really
UT
good
Tyler.
positions right now.
Yeah. There's no util to clear NMU from their positions. So they're just going to hunker down. It does manage to get a pick on red. And then block swings. Almost gets one again. But they're playing so disciplined. And Spirits just claims the head of block on that wide swing. Look at this. They're not moving at all. 10 seconds left in the shot. Let's go for this first. Mozzie and finishes. That's down. Great kill from Maximus. Rafe is going to go ahead and go for the plant. Not enough time. And then you should use it. Yeah, there you go. Just shooting through the.
Yeah, I have to say there must be a difference in the tag timeout quality here, because
There
NMU
has
just
to
looks
be.
like a whole new team after those 2 timeouts they've gotten.
Yeah. And I really question the decision making from UT Tyler to not bring the shield. The shield feels so necessary, you know? And
Yeah, especially with that ADS buff recently, or
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. Blitz is just such a strong character now.
yeah. And all of NMU, their guns are shooting. Like, they're alive. They're active. And you have to
Defenders,
imagine the
protect your
difference in
bombs
calls
from
right
being
now.
defused by
They probably
attackers.
went from UT Tyler and having fun. Now NMU are the ones who are having fun. UT Tyler, it's silence in that call.
Yeah.
We gotta, UT Tyler's gotta find the mentals, put their bootstraps back on, and you know, we gotta lock in. We need to make sure that this run is getting cleared and efficient. Or else the round's just lost. We just need to make sure we have utilities for face
Position.
It doesn't matter.
Raise the wire. In position.
Alright, looks like NMU have opted to bring this, looks like this Mozzie they're finding a lot of success with, and I don't blame them. UT Tyler's drone work hasn't been the best.
Electroglow is active.
So the Mozzie does seem like it would be an excellent pick. A Rini just to slow down some of that burn, slow down the shield play just in case it comes out, smoke to deny plan. So a really nice pick, or really nice picks for the defense, just well-rounded defense.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I would like to
Right,
see
let's-
Rogue being a bit more roam heavy, maybe first floor, maybe garage.
Yeah.
Just to apply
That's
that
a
pressure
nice
that they've
angle
been
that
doing.
Jedi. Yeah, that's a nice angle that Jedi has, but I mean, it's not going to be too much good besides where it's been damaged. Yep, looks like we're going to be going for the same style of push with this Osa. And I don't know if I agree with this. Guac's going to go ahead and decided himself he is going to be this Lord Dice with C4, but Guac gets the instant trade back on the cheese. Finds the Mozzie absolutely unaware in bathroom. Great drone work from Portal and Jedi to get Guac that opening kill.
Nothing to worry
Now
about.
we reset. What Guac needs to make sure he's calling his team while he's on this lurk. What are we going to go for? What is the plan?
I wouldn't be surprised if he calls for an isolate on this guy in gold or
I
for this
wouldn't,
guy in
yeah.
cash.
Looks like that's what they're posturing to do.
Honestly, I might just hit sight because there's one on rafters.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see what he's calling here.
I'm very interested because UT Tyler look lost. All of them are scattering and rotating all over the place.
Yeah, that is a clear sign that Guac needs to have a call though.
Reload.
That is definitely. Alright, smoke goes out. Looks like the call is to pressure Cash here. Pressure this Warden in Cash. They know his exact positioning. They have the drone on him. They're going to be holding this deep angle. Rice gets the kill on the block. But I'm not exactly sure what that was, but it looks like he's probably the kill. No, he's in garage. Rice is in garage. Got a cross map kill through him. The punch hole.
Wow.
What a
Rice just always being a problem.
Looks like they're going to go for this. 3, 2, 1. There goes the drop. Looks like they're going to go for this kill on the CC. Jedi just sitting on this drone and scanning. And Portal gets the kill. Nice. Good entry from Portal. Again, though, they have to push into Bracey's and shotgun. Looks like we're going to
Rafe
go
looks
for
a
it.
little
Rice is ready to
unaware. He's
swing
just
as
sitting
well.
cash by himself.
Okay, looks like we've given what a string from Crazy. Just giving his life before there. Now UT Tyler are in a position to take this round. Maximus unaware. Yeah. Now we're gonna go for the
Someone needs to cover portal right now.
Yeah, it's off. Nice shot from Rice. Definitely doable for Rice.
They're just unaware of where he is. They lost the
They don't
round.
know. They don't know. He downed the diffuser. No, 8 seconds. No, UT Tyler. No.
Operators, you are out of time.
Rice gets a 1v3 to end map 2. What a stunning map for Rice.
Wow. Rice really showed up for his team this game. Always being that constant factor of being a problem and a nuisance every single round. Wow.
Wow. That's going to be it for map 2, though, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and send it into a break. Production, go ahead and take it away. Don't go anywhere. All right. Well, we're going back in the bank here. UT Tyler versus NMU. We are at the end of our series, end of our best of 3. Final map, bank. UT Tyler, start defense.
It's been a really good series so far. I'm excited to see this last map. Once again, both teams really defensively sided. So I'm really excited to see some aggression from NMU and some just good fundamental siege for UT Tyler.
Yeah, honestly. And I think both teams have now had enough time to notice each other's flaws. We know NMU, they're really struggling with his late round attack and gameplay. You know, they're really struggling to get past these crosses. UT Tyler have. UT Tyler, complete opposite. They're struggling with his road clear. So if we can get both teams to patch this up, it's going to be a great ending to a beautiful series that we've had so far tonight.
Yeah. I'm sure UT Tyler already knows that NMU sends that late backstab or that early lurk into solo lurk somewhere, so they're probably going to be expecting like a garage lurk or that lobby lurk, and they should be able to get a free pick off of it if they adapt correctly.
Attackers need to locate
Say
and
they bring the
defuse as many
Solus to
bombs
try
as
to
they can.
identify these opening cams, see what they can get off of these pre-places for this lurk. It's gonna be Guac on that Solus as well. Great pick. Guac wants to get into these fights. He wants to be fighting Spirit on this opening. He knows he can win that. And the rest of UT Tyler setting up a really default upstairs hold. Only exception being that flash that Jedi was using so effectively in Clubhouse.
Yeah, and now it's they subbed out Jedi for EGATS, who's filling in for that clash in that role. So we'll have to see how he lives up to this first map of the series for him.
Yeah,
that's the last one, most important.
I have to say, EGATS has not had as good a season as Jedi so far, so he's really got to step it up this series in order to keep UT Tyler in, in order to win this game for UT Tyler. They ping Caution in the run out. Down there though. Too late by Ray.
From Rice.
Yeah. Way too late on the setup, and Rice gets the easiest one ever on the opening of map 3.
And it's that is going to be that power position of Trump, that long angle with that DMR. That's a huge pick for
big, yeah. And they're going for this early for UT Tyler. The round's basically won. NMU have been going for this lobby clear, and they have everything they need now. UT Tyler is completely unsuccessful in stopping this.
He has to rotate over to stop this. If he does not, they have no chance of coming back in this round.
But there's so many cut windows open that EGAS needs to care. And Guac decides to go upstairs and fight with the rest of his team instead of playing nice pre-fire by Nimble onto Rice, but there comes the heal from the Finka. Rice basically is untouched. Absolutely demolishing the shield, and a nice hit as well. Rice with a powerful kill for the round. Walks back to the starters to fight back.
Yeah, enemies about to power this flash and just get him completely out of the round to finish the round out.
Completely alone. Walks back to the Salvador. Almost gets the kill. He's getting hit through the wall. What a shot on the Maximus. Minute left to play in the round. Almost gets the kill onto Rice, but Rice will take that backstab, and now the Clash is stuck alone, and Rice gets a 4K to open up map 3.
Rice just carrying his returns from last game into this game already, really showing them that they're going to have to claw their way back to win this game. That's going to be a dogfight every single round.
And you have to imagine UT Tyler are mentally maybe not looking quite right. None of them are rotating, and they're playing all alone. None of them are playing like a team. They have to get their heads back in this in order to win this game.
Yeah, if I was Guac here, if I lose another round that dominantly, I might have to call a timeout. Yeah.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
If they lose momentum early on, this game might be over before it even starts.
Especially on their historically for the series stronger side of the game. But we rerun it, and they decide, you know what, we're gonna rerun everything, drop the Solus, and put it Oryx in instead. I think they're gonna go for this Oryx so that way they can try to stop the shield play. But I have to say, Oryx is not the greatest counter to shield play. Like, it's bank, guys. We gotta keep in mind, there's a lot of cuts up stuff. Oryx can't just get fried trying to run at that guy.
I will say, I think they're leaning more towards the verticality use of Oryx here, just being able to jump up E3, jump up stock, jump up Jamie,
Yeah, you might be
just
right
to rotate,
for a
fight
late
back
flank.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be right there.
Allow them to chow lobby early if they're stuffing it into a lobby take again, which it looks like they are going to.
Yep. Looks like Cheese is going to get right back on these cuts. Guac going to be playing in stock here. And
Yeah, if I was Guac, I would have to rotate early, like top marble, play like compass side, opposite of the conference double, just to apply that pressure for that lobby walk up.
And they have a really nice Echo Drone in Lone here. This completely denies them walk up on the shield. They're going to be opening up Trump here now. Looks like Brave wants no part in that. Going to be playing all the way back in conference.
Let's do this, you tossers.
I have to say, that should be a smart decision from Rafe, not getting himself isolated in Trump here.
Yep. Looks like Portal is going to be playing E3 with his Echo as well.
I am a bit worried about that E3 guy, though.
Yeah. Just a couple of resets nades to clear him out, and absolutely no ADSs. So it looks like Rafe has made his mind up. He's going to walk up, try to help Portal, and like I said, let's clear out Portal. Nothing you can do there. Right there, Shield's going to walk up. We have the Flash response. Really nice rotate from that Flash.
Yep, like we said earlier in the round, using that
Flash goes down to the cut. Great kill from Guac. Great kill from Guac.
They have to realize that cut count.
No, ATMs, no. Okay, never mind. I thought he was in ATMs. Okay. Okay, so Guac gets a major trade back. Almost brings around, and Rafe does unfortunately watch the fight. Yeah. I mean, that's so easy for Rogue to pre-fire.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Might be a bit too ambitious with that.
And just like that, they won. UT Tyler has thrown their man advantage, and now it's just Nimble to try to claw this run back for UT Tyler.
Yeah, Nimble has to get aggressive and isolate one guy here if he wants to win this round.
He looks away. He looks away just.
Looks like he was just completely unaware of where anyone was.
Yeah. And if I were UT Tyler, I would really be thinking about taking my time out. There's so many small mistakes that the defense is making right now. And yeah, looks like Rice is having such an explosive start to the game. Already 5-0 on this cut position that he's been on. And Guac's the only one of UT Tyler to have any kills. Getting a triple. I'm sorry, getting a double from the last round and then one to open up.
Yeah, it looks like they're saving their timeout. Questionable choice, but I think they're relying on that third map.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I think you're right. Looks like we're going to keep bringing this clash here, and also we're going to be looking into a time waste, well not time waste, but like default Tachanka Goyo layer, just peel back and play your win cons basement for UT Tyler. And the Cade as well to deny all the hatches.
Okay.
Yeah, This round's gonna really rely on Wraith and how well he wastes time on this
Wastes
round, how much of a
time,
problem he stays. Because they don't have much to stop
Looks
really
like
anything.
Looks like NMU had opted to go knock here. Imagine you're gonna try to send knock in through garage and take all that control with the DMR, hold down your long angle, and you know, just play this annoying nuisance in the garage and hold that nice cut.
If I was NMU, instead of going for this blue take, I'd go for a lobby elevator one job.
Yeah, I think NMU know that there's only this vigil upstairs. They're already taking all of third floor. What a this is such a flip from the story. They're taking so fast, and it really looks like they've warmed up into this match. But just as I say that, Guac gets a really nice frag on a Maximus walking in.
Wraith needs to be careful about being too ambitious for more picks when they already got the pick they needed. That's one set of cans gone. They should not have 2 more cans either. If I was them, I'd start falling really, really soon.
I would as well. They're already cut off. And look at this. They're starting to get pressure from garage as well. UT Tyler have to make it back in the site here. They really do.
No! Stand the fuck down!
We're really trying to hold it. What a nice shot by Rice on a block on that rotate back. Now Rafe needs to try to get out here alive. The minute 40 he needs to be taking here. Looks like Egots is going to go ahead and try to scale onto these attackers here in the garage. Going and zapping them. Nobody is helping them though. What a nice swing though. Coming out from Rice on the nimble. Rice single-handedly pulls it back without getting full damage. Great discipline for Rice. And now all they need to do is watch out. Wide. Gets Rice. Shuts him down.
Well, it's over. This round is not winnable for him. He does not know about the backstab.
No idea about the backstab.
Looks like NMU is really comfortable on Bank. It looks like this might be their best map, and this is exactly the map they wanted, which makes sense that they banned NHL over Bank.
It looks like they're really, really comfortable in Bank. They know what they're doing. They're playing like a coordinated team, you know? They have an idea. And it's really working out well for them. And UT Tyler, the defense really just looks lost. They don't know where they're going.
Yeah, it seems like UT Tyler their mentals may be a bit in the gutter here because they're not playing that fundamental siege, getting that big layering back, not forcing it.
Great time to take your time out. I was just thinking about this. This is a perfect time for UT Tyler to discuss and reset. You know, talk about your issues. Talk about what's going on. Talk about team play. You need to be working as a team.
This is that chance for them to catch that momentum again, that momentum win, and just try to get a 3-3 split if they can. Even a 4-2 would be really, really good since they're down 0-2.
Even a 4-2, anything can happen still. It's up to Guac to get creative on these attacks, you know? It's not over till it's over. We're going to be coming out of this timeout, hopefully with a refreshed UT Tyler. Hopefully they're ready to just play the game. Mentals aside, play as a team, have some fun, you know?
Yeah, I do like that BB ban. BB can be really strong on the back, especially for clearing super fast.
Yup. I do love that BB ban on UT Tyler, recognizing that they've brought, recognize that NMU have been crushing this all 3 rounds of the game so far. But again, I was just thinking about this. Monty is an operator that is
attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
UT Tyler choose round 4 of the final map of the series. They're going to go ahead and send it downstairs again.
I like the adaptation on Bank from Guac here, bringing the Fenny for these backstabs and lurks from Knock.
Yup, I was just about to comment on that. We're bringing a lot more traps here to try to slow the attack down and catch off these backstabs.
It is a shame about the denial, though.
Yeah, very shame about, the only denial they
their
have
win cons is going to be this Clash and the C4.
Yeah, they need
really
to
just getting picks when they need them.
And I don't like this decision making to stay up or to reinforce these hatches so Romans are stuck up there. You know, you need to make sure you're wasting time and making sure Red can get back to site. Rome's going to be looking for this lurk back into sight. Maximus going to be looking to open up hatches through walking into open area again. Yep, there's the drone from Rice. And he's going to go ahead and take it off that drone. They know open area is free. Nice strikes out from the clash there.
Shields out.
But I believe that's Brazy trying to fight this clash.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be the
And now he's being
Thatcher
joined
Finka.
by, yeah, now he's being joined by Spirit here. Here comes the nade.
No running in the hole.
And it looks like he second guesses himself. Is anybody from UT Tyler going to help this guy?
Moving
I mean, this is so much space.
Looks like
Portal's
Cade should be
trying to
running over now.
Yeah.
There you.
Looks like Portal's trying to rotate here. And Rafe does actually get a pick on that hatch. Really good pick from Rafe there. And Guak rotates up. Looks like Guak's going to try to take back this hatch. He's playing it slow, really slow.
Yeah, if I'm Rafe, I'm calling the
Guak.
Guak to just wallbang this guy, shooting at my attach, just get that pressure on him.
All this hatch is in that position here. Nice. Really lucky to not lost him. Looks like Guak might be getting the cage here, and wow, what a drop from Rice. Rice absolutely demolishing Rafe on that drop. Gets whipped wide and loses the fight. Walk upstairs, gets the trade back from him, walking down marble. Double up with EGATs and deny this garage walk-in. He manages to get it to Rice, gets a double on the Spirit. One more, does he know? He does not know that Brazy is in garage already. Looks like Nimble is out here.
Toxins in position.
All they have to do is play Discipline Siege, and this should be an unlosable round to get UT Tyler back into the game.
Exactly. This is going to be so hard for Brazy to get past this flash and then get past all of this Legion mine setup as well. UT Tyler looking like they're finally got the push on. Alright.
Just you and me.
Looks like EGATS is going to go ahead and get EP'd. He's really looking for his one on the Nimble here. His Nimble's not letting him get it. Alright. EGATS still can't do anything. Brazy's trying to get his one in the clash. He's wide. 3-5 maybe? No, EGATS shuts him down.
There we go. UT Tyler's back in the game now. Really impressive call after the tag timeout to just get them back into the game.
Exactly.
Really disciplined on the roam and really good first picks from Wraith there.
I have to agree. And now we're back into the game. UT Tyler hopefully having their mental refresh.
Yeah. Mentioning UT Tyler's IGL as well. 7-4, I believe. Just showing why he's the player to watch.
Yep.
Showing why he has that
Really showing us
2.3
why.
KDA.
Attackers need to
Please
locate
rest.
and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Our UTEC player to watch in tonight's show match. Match. Looks like the defense is going to go ahead and head towards open area. A nice default setup coming out from the defense. Nothing too heavy. This Valkyrie for these upstairs nitros. You know, not too much out of the ordinary. And just as I say that, they triple reinforce off archives and also quadruple reinforce off the quad wall. So
You
they
have
might
to
be trying-
expect them to play heavy vertical here.
Yeah. Looks like they might be trying to go for a bunker, and I think NMU has maybe run into this, opting to bring a ram and a bomb
Area kit
to
deployed.
clear out all of this bunker.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think you're right. I mean, if I'm NMU, I'm going for that bunker plant instead of, or even kitchen possibly, but looks like I don't have a lot of cans for that, so I might just take the bunker.
Activating camera.
Tyler's going to play upstairs for a little bit, try to deny all this free space, but at the end of the day, this is free space. There is absolutely nothing UT Tyler can do about NMU getting this space. And they forgot to reinforce stock hatch.
Impact.
Looks like NMU is going to go for this bunker.
That's
It
exactly
really is just free.
Yup, they smoke it. They're going to go for it. They're just holding the clashes. Yeah, they're holding the clashes walking. They're just going to go.
They hesitated a little bit. They might get Nitro below them,
Yeah,
so
they know that the Nitro is below.
Yeah, really good call not to jump in stock after seeing that Valk rotate down.
Yeah, there's still no presence in the
Piss
map.
off!
Here we go.
Come and get it!
What's Wash
This is super isolated.
Yeah. Flash is isolated, but there
Come and get it!
And Rice gets down. Where did Rice get down from the hatch all the way from third floor?
Wow. Huge injure from Nimble. That's one guy. If he gets res, he's still on 28 HP.
And look at the time. There is no setup upstairs from UT Tyler, and they have still managed to waste a minute and 30 seconds with just a clash.
Come here!
That's it.
I dare you!
Wow, I
Flash is
think
there
they were
only-
I was gonna say, I think they're sacrificing this clash so they don't get stock hatch, just to waste even more time. That's exactly what happens. He opened the door. Huge play.
What a
Huge
play!
team play from UT Tyler here.
Rafe's gonna go for a spiral walk up here. If he dies, I don't know if it's worth it. Does die to Rice holding that really nice hold.
Each team's best players are still alive so far. It looks like this is gonna be a dogfight of a match if they can get some type of entry hold on.
Here we go. Here's all that verticality that he's missing. Come on. Let's just trying to sneak his way in a bunker. Looks like he just barely gets there. But you have to imagine the plan. It's impossible to do. Triple kill. Oh, wow. What a nice job.
I have to say, I'm really impressed with UT Tyler that round. Complete collapse of the defense on when they hit the gap.
And NMU take their time out. I don't know if I agree with this. I think a 3-3.5 is perfectly fine. I think the only reason you would be using it is if your mental is a little bit chocolate. You know, the rounds don't look that bad for NMU. Besides last round. Last round we got caught up on a clash for a minute 30, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, I don't think they've been looking that bad. And UT Tyler, the guns are starting to come alive, but really it's just Walk who's keeping them in the game.
Yeah, I imagine all these micro shot calls are also coming from him. He seems to be uniquely aware of everything that's happening during the round, getting really active in every fight he can.
Alright, let's see where we go for UT Tyler's final defense. So it looks like it's going to be a Teller's Archives defense. It's not terribly uncommon to see a Teller
Attackers need to
Archives, but
locate
it's
and
not
defuse as many bombs as they can.
common either. It's pretty, you don't see it that often. Teams generally prefer to go to the open area site. In general, Archives and Tellers are really hard to fight once the attack actually does end up being burst.
Yeah, it doesn't look like UT Tyler has anything to really fight for either. It looks like they're just gonna, if they're fighting it, it's gonna be just straight guns and not really much setup and util to stop this.
Yeah, I agree.
And I could see a ram coming out from NMU as well, just to get that vert real fast on those office cuts.
There's the ram, but he switches back to line. There we go. I was about
Maybe
to say,
even a blitz to lobby or square, but no, it looks like they're just gonna keep guns up for everyone.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, they have a snake as
Instead
well.
opt for Demo Snake to clear out Rome. I don't mind that decision.
Huh?
We have some nades, some fires for execute, and then divert. Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I really hope they aren't gonna try to walk lobby, and I hope they're not gonna try to repel in. I'd much rather square over with the cuts on office, but we'll have to see what they're doing.
Alright, looks like Wash can go and start setting up these Valk cams to play for this Nitro, and then he's chosen to stay upstairs with this Clash. Almost exact same positions as last round. They're looking to just play up here for a little bit, and then fall back. I really hope that NMU does not end up taking, and Rick gets a no-green pick. Don't know where he got that. I think he just swung copy. Never got him the top.
I don't know exactly where Spirit was, but Spirit honestly could be trying to lurk in through ATMs. That would make sense.
That too, yeah. But as the opening towards UT Tyler. Oh, Guac just
Unlucky whiff.
whiffs onto Rogue, and Rogue absolutely punishes that whiff.
But really good
Double up.
info
These
from Guac as
Valcams
well.
these Valcams are getting so much value. Do we have any nitros though? No nitros left on the board though.
One con is gone. It looks like it's just gonna be a straight dogfight
looks like
now
they
with
just
guns
want to
up.
fight. Braves are really trying to fight them on this river. He's getting nice damage onto.
Oh,
the
Nimble
players
dropped
on
into an
NMU.
awkward position as well. He's in E2.
He is, yeah. I don't believe he's cut off just quite yet, but enemy do know about it. And looks like the game just gets here.
Dare you!
Unsure as his hatch is open, but I
Stays.
sure hope it is.
Rice has been such a phenomenal player this game. Getting another pick on the Wraith. That's a double kill. Maximus gets took down by Nimble with a wallbang. And Nimble
UT Tyler can
chooses
still
to
bring this
go-
back. Sight is downstairs.
Yup.
I don't know about taking Vert.
Done with you!
I would
know
just
about this
collect
yet.
the Stay of the
If Nimble
Clash
gets
and try to
punished
get a
from
pick.
this, the plant's going down. The plant's going down. UT Tyler, what are we doing? We've left the plant. No. We do have Vert back up.
He still has Vert, yes.
Running in the halls!
Flashes up still.
They
Flash
know
is
now
not
that
giving
he
good
has
info
Vert.
right now.
Yeah. Oh, Legion's playing almost with no info.
It stands on its
And the
own.
Clash it gets a nice pick on the right. Traded back by Prizzy though. 2 fires up still, I believe. He could fire this off and just win the round. Oh, almost gets hit there. 15 seconds. He needs to play time here. Here we go.
He got hit by
12
Guman as
seconds.
well.
He hit the
The round's
green
gonna be
line.
over.
Round's
They-
over.
he gets the
Round's
defuse
over.
off.
He gets the defuse. No, Brazy, what are you doing?
You have to be thinking on both parts for both teams. What were the comms like during this round? It was just chaos and a lot of solo plays.
Yeah. I mean, Brazy, I believe, still has 2 fires up, and instead of backing up and firing, he just leaves the site.
Yeah, it looked like his composure was really put to the test there.
Now that mistake has costed NMU their fourth possible win, and it's now tied 3-3. UT Tyler probably sounding ecstatic in the comms right now. NMU have to make sure that they're mentally this is not getting to them, because this is still anyone's game to take. Looks like Hibana Ace banned out, making sure that Kanto wall cannot get opened by the attack. And on the opposite side, Mira and Maestro banned out.
Yeah, I
Making
also believe
sure.
both teams lost their timeouts, so now it's just
Now
just a
it's
matter
just
of-
the players.
just the players keeping their mentals up and making sure
Attackers
they
need to
don't
locate and defuse bombs.
fumble rounds and they never recognize the gaps.
Yeah.
Setting Vulcan.
And yeah, like still, UT Tyler's best gun right now, and almost I would say only gun is Claw. The rest of the team is trying to put up some numbers, but like this isn't anyone who's coming close to the performance that Guag is having. Whereas the NMU, if their guns keep shooting, Maximus doesn't need to shoot. Yes, he's 1-6, but he's the hard support for the team. That is his job, to not shoot, and is to win the round with his win cons.
Dealer is on.
And Spirit also, he doesn't need to shoot either. He's still just playing this easy, nice seeds and helping the rest of his team. Brazy though, 3-2 on a support role. Cheese 6-3. Rice 11-4. Their guns are shooting.
Yeah, I will say the NMU splits are a little bit better than the UT Tylers. There's a lot of first deaths happening on UT Tyler's side.
Looks like EGAT is going for this Monty play. They're going to go for this quick plant, looks like. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that, though, with Echo, Tachanka, and Goyo all on the board.
Yeah, they might just have to run deep or plant on the bomb chassis or server.
Yeah. Looks like Nimble's going to go ahead and try to get a cut position on the skylight. Gives up on it. He's going to go ahead and rappel down and support the rest of his team. Portal, EGATS, and Rafe are all moving up on the servers, basically knocking on the door of site. Again, though, I have to imagine Brazy is practiced with this lineup. I do not think UT Tyler is going to be able to go for this unless they have a backstab.
Panel deployed.
Interesting
Looks like
choice to
Walk is
roar a bottom
trying.
blue instead of top blue.
Instead of top blue, yeah. That means the hatch is going to be opened up. They don't know. They don't know that the guy's hiding. They have no idea that guy's hiding in that.
I believe that's
Elias. Oh,
Rogue Cheese could be the win con here. We have the Shankas, but he might just kill the Monty outright.
he just needs to make sure that he just needs to make sure that he does not swing soon. He needs to stall as long as possible. Wait for his patience.
Panel out.
There's the fire still, like I said, I
No,
wait.
wait, that's Maximus. That's Maximus in CC on his cams.
Rocco's gonna go ahead and be roared off. The train goes back to forward. UT Tyler's coming back the same. Here's the echo cam. Did he
Wait, Monty doesn't
the
see
guy?
him.
He doesn't see him. And Rafe goes ahead and cleans from a really long angle. There's
Maximus
the power.
is still up.
Maximus is still up, yeah. UT
But Maximus
UT
just
Tyler's
have to
gonna win
shoot
the
him.
round.
Oh,
Maximus gets a double. Monty has no idea
They
where
don't
he is. So
Wow.
there you go. UT Tyler cleans up the round. Very sloppy round of NMU there. I have to question the decision making to power when you still have Tachanka fires, you still have Goyos, an echo up in an insane position. Why are we not watching the backstab there?
yeah, I have to agree there.
That's that. Yeah, that just poor decision making from that round, and yeah, we'll go ahead and move on into round 8. Hopefully, NMU start cleaning that up.
Defenders,
Beautiful round
protect
from
your
UT
bombs
Tyler.
from being
The block
defused
goes
by
to that
attackers.
backstab, and you know, it was a little bit late, but he still gets everything he needs. And Rafe through his for such a long angle and has that cover down.
Yeah, I have to say, UT Tyler has to be feeling really good with how these last few rounds went.
4
Their
round
mental's at an
wins in a
all-time
row,
high.
yeah.
NMU's probably a little mental chucked right now. They lost a round that they probably could have won because of their
should've,
positioning,
yeah.
but they threw it away.
Yeah, they should have won that round, but Spirit and Cheese choose to swing for no real reason there, tossing them around.
Reinforcing the floor.
They're going to go ahead and rerun the exact same strat back, and I don't disagree with this. I think UT Tyler has the wrong read into this setup. I think you just need to play more passive as NMU. Let your util do the work. You do not need your guns to do the work.
Yeah, I have to agree. This may be the only map we've seen in the series where the attackers are the better side for each team.
Yeah.
Whereas
Goyers
historically,
gets
it's
away.
been the defense for both of them.
Yeah, Goyer gets away unscathed there. We're going to go ahead and walk blue. We know blue's free now. There's an Echo German server watching all of this movement from UT Tyler. And this glass of Wraith is going to be holding a long cut. Monty making sure he's walking up. And I think NMU have recognized what the problem is with boss round. And wow.
It's a huge pick if they can get it
What
off.
a pick if they get that. It looks like they're not going to be able to find the pick. They're not going to be able to find the closing pick on the Wraith.
They could kill Monty though if no one
Yeah, way too aggressive.
way
from Rogue
too
there.
aggressive, yes. Really good coordination from the team though.
Really
They're gonna
good
get their numbers up.
Yeah.
Really
They
good
now
rotate
have
from Nimble.
numbers. Yeah, they now have numbers. So now again, a minute 30 off the board gone. Guac's gonna try to go for this. This is still winnable for NMU. The plan is still good. Chanka is still up. The Goyos are still up. Like if UT
I think
Tyler
Guac
do
is
not
trying to
go
get that
for
pick on Chanka.
I think he is. Yeah, I think
He might just walk down Marble as a backstab when they go for this
Yeah, I
plan.
think that's exactly what's going to happen. Spirit needs to be looking for this. Spirit and Rice need to be looking for this 100%. And Rice is on canvas. We can't be doing that. We haven't had enough. The fires. Number 9 is good. We're shooting too much fires. Calm down. We still have the points.
Yeah, they're not exactly sure where Echo is, but they expect to be in
There's
that
Spirit.
same
And
draft
Spirit.
spot.
They don't know where the Echo is. Guac decides to not go for the backstab and just double with his team.
Honestly, I can understand that. They still have denial up 44 seconds.
Well,
They might just go deep.
it depends. And what a nitro! And Nippy gets one, just walks in, Brazy gets the kill, the fire's still good. Here comes the fire, then the echoes. Still denying, he still has fires to play. Just can't do it up with Rafe watching him like that. But I don't know if they can cross and fly.
They cannot cross. They might put the run through vault up. They might do the cross actually.
They're gonna go for the plant again. Here comes the fires. The fires miss. But there is the denial from that epic again in server. One more time and he wins the round.
Really good way to use the util from NMU. Really showing that they recognized what went wrong the round before and coming back and winning it.
Yep. What a great round from NMU. Just playing
really questionable from UT Tyler though.
Very questionable. I don't know what the call was there, but you gotta know that you're playing right into what they want you to do. Like NMU wants you to do that. That is the setup. The setup is positioned for you to go for that. And just stall.
Yeah, if they were all gonna quad up, just dump all their bodies there, they had or go deep and go for kills, not just plant there.
And Nimble had the right idea. He tried to do it. He got one kill, but he immediately got traded back from that Tachanka, who managed to go down up and kill.
Yeah, just really uncoordinated in that execute, but
yeah. But now
in the round 9,
we're gonna go ahead and round 9 here. We're gonna go ahead and straight back up into upstairs. We have Maximus here on the Echo again. Spirit's gonna be going for this Flurk-ish like style with this Victor. And Rice again being this all-star player for NMU on the same tier as Glock, I would put, on 12 and 6. Yeah, it's a really easy default setup upstairs. Nothing too crazy. They're relying on their guns and Echo to get this done, though. Making sure that UT Tyler can't get control too quickly before the Echo can do his work.
Yeah, it's feeling like some of the team members on each side are gassed out from the BO3 we've had going on.
Yeah, and the mental endurance is a tough thing, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mental endurance is a struggle, man. And Rice just takes the hell off of Brazy. Now, luckily that was the Malusi, so there's not too much value lost in terms of utility, but still, that's not what you want to see for the opening round 9. Alright, UT Tyler looking like they're setting up for stock side here with this Montang.
Swapping mags.
Echo is of course still up. He can try to deny the Monty with a good coordinated, 3-2-1 with his team. Here we go. They're opening the door. Gonna go and get in with the Montang. She's trying to fight back, but it's a Montang. You're not gonna be able to do too much here.
Looks like he's blocking, so Therm can just walk through.
Yeah,
get the wall.
And there you go. There's the wall open. Minute 30.
On cuts right now.
No one's on cuts. Minute 30 open. He's gonna get wide swung by Cheese. They knew he was positioned there. They did not do anything about him. Nobody's on the cut. And now they're stuck. Now.
No, blocks in the cut, but he should have killed Castle here.
But yeah, Castle should be dead here. Does he know where Castle is?
He doesn't know. Castle's not. I mean,
Rice gets
Monty's
a kill downstairs.
not calling to him.
Monty's, yeah, I agree.
Have you coming?
Well, Castle,
He gets as being a little too passive here. He saw the Castle reloading and didn't even attempt to ADS or chow him.
Nimble's trying to go upstairs there to support the Monty, but Rice is still downstairs. Oh, sorry, that is Spirit downstairs. They're going to be taking this engagement. Spirit gets the first shots. Now Rice knows. But Walk dies on the cut. Then goes the Monty. And eventually, Nimble does get that kill on the Spirit, but it is too little too late, I'm afraid. The Monty's down, and so is the rest of your push. All of your team is dead, and Rogue will clean it up with a nice triple kill. To win the round. Beautiful play from Cheese.
I have to say, it looks like communication between UT Tyler players are just crumbling.
I have to question it. Glock is on the cut, but does not get that kill on the Castle, even though he's on the optimal cut to kill the Castle. And Monty can just unshield it to, It's not too difficult in a 3-2-1, but it's unfortunate, you know. All right, we take a look at our scoreboard, and we still see Walk and Rice tying for that most valuable player of the match position. You know, Rice has been having a phenomenal game. Same thing with Guak. They're excellent players, and they're really
Defenders,
trying to
protect
sure
your
their
bombs
teams
from
win
being
these games.
defused by attackers.
Yeah, it's just a real dogfight between each team, as we expected.
Reinforcing walls.
It may even go into overtime. Last game.
Yeah. And I have to give credit to Cheese here, because Cheese has been a very good player for NMU, but not a standout player. But here he sits 10-5, making so many plays to win rounds. Same thing with all of, like, everybody on NMU are trying to work in this full motion. But yeah, I have to give props to Cheese. And then UT Tyler, nimble as trying to its hardest to win this game. Same with Block. He gets his one. Like, all of the players are doing phenomenal. We just need to see a little bit more from Portal and Spirit in order to get this game to be a little bit closer.
Or at least more coordination from each team.
We bring out the Pulse and the Valkyrie here, so there's now 2 C4s on the board for MU. And MU, they're going to be playing this same style that UT Tyler is trying to play. They're playing downstairs with those nitros ready to punish the attack. And now, UT Tyler had really good intel on their Valkyrie when they played it in this site in particular, so it's just good to see what those cams are looking like for Maximus.
Yeah, I think they're opting for the square over, just jumping in stalker square and repelling the windows for UT Tyler.
Looks like it. That's where everybody's posturing right now. They know that there is an open setup. They know the position of this Malusi.
Looks like Walk is getting on the E3 cut.
Looks like it. Just trying to throw it back away for this Malusi to die, get their cuts and everything. Again, these nitros downstairs are ready to rip, though. They are ready to fly, and this Pulse is getting so much intel on the Valkyrie. They're just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This Malusi is cut off 3 different ways, but somehow gets away almost.
Changing mag.
And she does get away. Malusi's out with 3 different cuts.
It looks like we weren't actively on that E3 cut, and he just managed to escape. It was really quick.
Tyler, almost 2 minutes, so about 1 minute and 40 into the top floor. But
Swapping mags.
Nitro on the board. Oh, it just says
Nimble just killed the Brazy, bottom marble. That was that Malusi who got away. Finally got past
Now
it.
they have man advantage. Now it's looking way better for UT Tyler. They have execute util. They can go for this.
Yep. No one's lost a single digit of health on UT Tyler's side either.
Yeah.
They're in a really good position.
We just need to reset, make sure we're calming, make sure we go for this. Will Valkyrie and Walk dies.
This is really good discipline. Walk.
Really good
Or
discipline.
from Maximus.
There's the Maximus. And Rafe's getting chowed actively. The smoke canister making sure. And Black as well, making sure Maximus can bounce through at all. Rafe's going to go ahead and rotate down to E2. We're going to try to ISO Maximus out here, but I believe he's already out through 3. Yeah, E2. He's going to go up.
Maximus, this is huge. Maximus should be good for 2.
Gets a little bit of damage onto Portal and then falls back. He still has Nitro in the pocket, I believe. He can play for Denial here. Looks like 10 seconds left. Nimble hunting desperately. Portal walks in, gets one, goes for the plant. Gets denied. 3 seconds left. 1. No plant, though, from UT Tyler.
Looks like UT Tyler overthought where to plant. They did not keep it simple, and they just planted in a really poor spot. Really poor decision from them. That may have cost them the game there.
Yeah,
Their mentals have to be
needs-
chalked after that.
Somebody needs to be the voice after that. You need to say, guys, we need to reset. We need to go for this execute. Like, we have a minute to execute, and honestly, there wasn't really an execute attempted. It was just a 4-man walk down marble. Well, we continue into what's possibly going to be our last round of the night. It is 4-6.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
But I believe UT Tyler can come back here. They're going to be playing downstairs against NMU. NMU having the exact same setup, but opting to bring a Valkyrie instead of the Echo.
Deploying explosive
As
ordnance.
Echo was banned out from that.
Yeah, look at same setup and same exact push are coming out. Now it doesn't matter which team
Yep.
coordinates is better.
Yeah.
It's
If
looking
Guac
very in
can
favor
hit
for
this
NMU because they
excellent,
had it.
yeah, yeah. If Guac could hit this backstab, then it would be nice. But still, I don't know if I agree with this idea to go for the plant. There's so much set up to deny this plant.
Yeah, I mean, if they get these hatches early and they can pop all these Goyos, then maybe they have a chance if they go deep and plant.
Maybe, yeah.
But it's still looking a little on the grimmer side for this.
Yeah. We'll see, though. Maybe UT Tyler will surprise us. They need to get it done now. It's now or never for them. If they want to see all 12 rounds, they need to win this round.
Oh, they spawn
in overtime.
They spawned in the wrong spots as well, so there's gonna take extra time.
It's gonna, yeah.
Unless they're going for a
Maybe
lobby.
they're
Oh, they
thinking-
might be
yeah,
going for a
They
lobby
might be thinking of something else.
with a backstab for Monty Glass into blue.
Yeah. They're really playing cautious here. They're playing how cautious they are about everything they're opening and training.
Yeah,
have to think
I
that
understand the
Mills
caution,
might
but
be
it might be a
doing
little bit too much.
Now Wraith and Egot, I believe the call is Wraith and Egot's going to bait the same style of push, and they're going to go for this lobby drop, and I love it. I think that's an excellent call from Duke, I'm presuming.
Yeah, but I would
Just gonna
send
make sure-
Dokaby into garage instead of going lobby with all of them.
Stay behind me.
Make sure this is executed correctly. We need to make sure the attack is sorry, I don't know that this is coming. And where are the fires at?
Do they know it's a bait,
Oh.
or are they just unaware?
I know it's a bait. I'm not sure. Rafe does almost clean the right from cheese up the wants to go and pop the fire himself. And now they're stalled. Now we have to wait for the rest of UT Tyler to make their move.
Oh, I think I know what happened. They opened the hatch a little too early
Too early. Yeah,
off the
I think so.
backstab.
Yeah. I think NMU are now aware of this possibility of this hatch.
Yeah, but this was a good call to rotate over for the plants.
Great call, yeah.
Go on.
They know Valkyrie's watching this as well.
It's about to
And
get
make
out.
sure all this util comes out in sync.
Yeah, once again, I would look at Dokaby working through the garage. That would literally win them the round, but we'll have to see what
So they're
happens.
gonna instead go for this double drop onto the hatch.
Activating code.
Oh, almost gets the kill on the Royal there. Instead gets swung backwards about 50 HP. Rafe such an important character. They need to be making sure character out. Here comes the fire.
Laying down
Monster's
smoke.
gonna be going for the he could go for the plant. The plant is avoided. Here comes the backstab. Here we go. Monster just walking plant. Beautiful triple kill from Guac to the backstab. The last man is going to be Cheese. Executed. Never mind. Cheese lost it. Doesn't do anything. This fault is the last player. They're getting the plant out of the middle. They have no idea where this player is. Egas gives.
Now they do.
Now they did. Yep.
Oh
Beautiful
my
kill.
god, Guac.
What an attack from UT Tyler.
Guac went huge with the backstab. Like we said earlier in the round, if he just hit that backstab at the right time, he just wins the round. You get a 3K off of it.
Killing the win con and 2 people in the Aqua hallway. Beautiful stuff.
Once again, showing why he is the most dominant player in this matchup so far.
So, sitting on 16 and 7, truly an insane player. Now, all UT Tyler needed is one more to tie up and send us into overtime.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
They're gonna
defused
look
by
to not do
attackers.
that. They're gonna go ahead and run downstairs. They're gonna switch up a little bit. They're gonna, instead of going for it, they're gonna opt to bring a warden instead. And they're also, yeah, no, just the warden is the only thing they're switching. I'm not sure if I like the warden, but I don't
Reinforcing the
mind.
floor.
Yeah, I can understand why they're bringing the warden because I feel that Glass is just such a powerful stopper for this take.
Oh yeah, such an oppressive force. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna
Yeah.
fight it. And it looks
I
like
do
Rice.
question where he is though. In sight, I can imagine the blue with head holes is probably a bit more proper for them to just waste
No,
more
looks like he's
time.
playing
But
that shield on A.
oh, that's true.
What an interesting
Still,
setup.
Yeah, they don't have any nades for it either. So yeah, this actually could be.
nades, so this could work.
This could be the strongest position they could have had.
Yeah, might be a really good idea coming out from the defense. NMU have Rice actually did reinforce that the elevator hatch in order to stop UT Tyler's backstab. I imagine UT Tyler are gonna try to do the same thing. It worked out so well last round. Why not? So truly just the Achilles heel of this defense is that backstab.
If anything, I might commit a bit more bodies to the backstab with that dope lurking garage. With that,
if we can get that
as
dope
well.
lurking garage, that would be so excellent for the attack.
Because they just have no pressure there at all.
Yeah. Looks like they're tripling up on ATMs. I think they know about this presence. There's presence from Cade, Rice, 14 and 7, most dominant player on NMU. I want to make sure that they don't lose any bodies while going for this. They see the reinforcement. Do they know about Rice on second floor?
I mean, even if they don't, if they go fast enough,
It
what
might
can
be
they
right,
do to
yeah.
stop? Yeah.
One deployed. Time to make a new group.
It's a kill. It gets road. That's the Warden down as well. And he gets Spirit on the long angle. What is Spirit holding?
Rafe has to
Here's
go
the call.
huge here on this backstab. If not,
Yep.
I think they might.
Reload!
Actually, they might.
Yeah. Here's the call, and honestly, they might just be able to go for plan at this point. If they walk deep,
Yeah, but Cade's walking on blue, and they
but he's
know.
walking up blue. No. Rice gets portal though. Gonna try to clean up the here.
They have to clear out Cade if they want to go for this.
Damage? They do, yeah.
Nimble's coming. Monty has to walk up and help. Yeah.
Nimble doesn't see him. Nimble doesn't see him. He gets downed as well. Rice.
Wow.
Wow. Rice has almost single-handedly just brought the round back. They have to go for it. They have to hit sight. They can't keep going for this clear. They have to hit sight. It is too late now.
They need Case as well, though.
Look at that. Look
They're
at the
just
glass
solo.
walking in. He gets the kill on Maximus as well. The glass is going deep.
And they're about to kill
And
Cade
they
as well.
30 seconds. 2v1.
Now it's winnable.
Yep, Rafe is traded out finally. They cannot go for this
But
plant.
it's Chaka up, so Guaka's gonna have to go deep if they even try to go
go
plant.
deep.
Oh my, it's looking like they're gonna try to go for plant. They just have to run through.
They have to go through. You have to swing through.
Shield on your back, Monty, just walk through.
Get on your back and walk, yeah. Just run for the plant.
We move carefully.
I mean, I guess that works, but he just has to be careful when he gets
works, yeah.
walks in behind kind of that shield. Chaka's gonna try to fire this Monty. Monty cannot die here.
Proceed slowly!
Well,
Walk has to be a bit more passive as well. All they have to do is waste time.
Yep, 32 seconds for basically play this round. So I'd fire this Monty off. We have to use our fire to util him off.
Wow.
Too close. And he got unshielded and punishes him for even thinking about putting that fire.
Really well played from UT Tyler coming back. Rice
What
almost
a
single-handedly
play.
won the round, but Tyler adapted
Rice
well.
almost
and fast
single-handedly. Rafe is the round-winning force for UT Tyler round. He gets 2 on his long cut and walks in and just eliminates the player on the shield. Just in the cover smoke and gets away with it almost for free.
Yeah. I have to agree. That's the fearlessness you need in these clutch moments. You just have to go for it.
And now we are all tied up heading into overtime in our final map of the night. UT Tyler looking to bring this one back. Looking to make this 2-1. Same thing for NMU. You know, this has
Attackers
been
need to
such a
locate
long
and defuse
period.
as many bombs as they can.
It has to be such a hard thing to play to with all the bombs, all these close games, and then to lose. Man, that would be terrible.
It has to feel like they're in the mental meat grinder right now, just going through it at each turn.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we got here from NMU.
Looks like they're opting to have like a 2 roaming first floor with that Falcon Vigil.
in the vigil, yeah.
I'd have to agree. I think UT Tyler's gonna go for that lobby walk
Yeah,
up.
I think so. Well, I say that, but they also have been using this exact lineup to go for the square walk or square walk as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very flexible lineup to go for each take. So I do think it's a good call, allowing that flexibility, which NMU seems to struggle at dealing with.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. UT Tyler droning. Looks like you are correct about this lobby lock. Are we going to put this glass on E3 cut everywhere? This Canto repel and just try to cut the map off for the, or cut that hallway off for the rotation of the defense. And then Nimble is getting on the cut. And EGATS is getting ready to enter ATMs here. Nice and simple run, but they decided to switch. Guac is going for a backstab up garage. Nimble's going.
Oh, I think they're isolating the guy in basement. They
are.
gotta-
They know about
They
it.
got a mark on him.
They do, in fact, got a mark.
Nimble just cannot go too fast here.
Yeah. Does he know?
Guac has to be first. Oh, they're
Yeah.
gonna trade out for one.
They're gonna trade out. 1 for 1. Guac
Not too
goes
bad.
Spirit,
Ram isn't
and
really
yep.
useful for this, so I would take it.
I'll take it. Yeah, Guac has a more useful util. This is fine. They did burn about a minute 20 going for this clear, but we ended up with a kill. This is not too bad. It looks like EGAS is starting to position towards the square entrance. He's going to go and try to walk through the support portal. And Guac is going to try to hit this backstab on Spiral or Marble.
Yeah, I would like a marble a bit better, but Trump currently is looking free.
It does
They
look
find
free,
the right
but
timing.
yeah. This Valkyrie does know though, and the Spirit knows about the lone. Spirit knows about the lone entrance. They have a lone cam. So they know exactly where all of the positions for UT Tyler are.
And no one's on office cut either. This is
No one's on office
looking
cut.
rough.
Yeah. UT Tyler starting to reposition towards square, or at least Guac is. Rafe using a smoke grenade to try to walk up Marble. They have, I don't know if they know that the Marble player is actually a glass. I have to imagine there is someone. 30 seconds to go. We still have the half open
as well.
jam. Yep.
Guac isn't trying to shoot
Cheese
him
is
below
not gonna
either.
get
He's got
cleared
a double
out.
marble.
Nobody's on rappel. Cheese is not gonna get cleared out. Misses.
Guac's gonna walk up lobby.
Yeah,
Guac wants to get him with the backside. It should be huge for them.
this should be, yeah. Rice gets the kill on Rafe though. Guac trades out on conference. Now they know about the lobby player. But EGATS gets a kill. What a kill from Guac.
Have you
Triple kill.
covered. Stay
They're gonna get this shut down. Guac loses the fight to Grazy. But
Now they just
Grazy
have
has
to get out and
such
play
a tall...
posties.
Yeah, Grazy has such a tall task to conquer. Has to win a 1v2 against Portal and EGATS. The Monty of EGATS looks so good this map. It looks almost impossible for him.
Yeah, Portal just has to stay disciplined and not see that green in his eyes for this kill.
Yep. There we go. Portal
And he
swings.
stays that disciplined. Really well played.
Nice. Great round from the team. That backstab from Guac really sealing the deal. I thought for sure Rice had almost certainly won the round onto that pick into glass, but they're blissfully unaware with the lone camera up on Valkyrie, by the way. They are unaware of that backstab.
I just have to say, one thing Guac's really good at, besides just getting those kills, is recognizing when and where the backstab has to go, and then just hitting that gap.
Yeah. Guac on a 20 bomb on map 3. Our final map of the
Guac
year.
wants this win, and you can tell.
You can tell Guac has put his heart and soul into this game. He wants this badly. And for their defensive
Defenders,
round,
protect your
they have
bombs from
chosen
being
to go
defused by attackers.
back to the open area. I don't mind this out of UT Tyler. This was a pretty good site for them. I remember the Clash playing upstairs this site and it wasted a whole minute and 30 seconds alone.
Man, and then they collapsed as a team, so it seems like they know how to play the site really well. It's just a matter of getting those nerves and getting those thoughts about them winning the round right here and then.
If they can go ahead and clean up right now,
Laser
that
gate
would be
deployed.
great. And for NMU, they need to make sure that this clash is not as round defining as it has been time and time and time again for them. It seems like they have no answer for her, but just
Yeah.
to say that, they're going to go ahead and bring Capitao. Hopefully, I'm hoping they're going to use that util to fire her off. They've also brought a fuse.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be a top down, like a full clear. Probably
Looks
gonna get
like.
on those office cuts, jump in square stock, and try to clear out this clash. He's probably gonna be playing in Jenny.
Looks like it. And in the case of UT Tyler, looks like the win con for
Loading
UT
new
Tyler
mag.
is Guac C4. That is the only win con they have besides their guns.
Yeah, I do think they're playing a more gunfight heavy style, just holding crosses and trying to just waste time and then force those picks late
Looks
in the
like
round.
Rave's going to go
early.
ahead and try to look onto this pick onto lobby. They know that the entrance is coming square side. Clash knows about those views. Rave's going to try to swing him. Almost thinks otherwise. And Rave just goes for a
Rave.
huge pick from Rave. Rove goes for a orange rotation and gets caught out for it. And this Clash is looking so dominant over NMU.
Yeah. They have to play discipline
From
now.
Rave, Rice finally trades him out.
You get Chidsar coming back, he doesn't have any support here.
Nope, no support.
I'm taking you down.
It'd be a troll to stay any longer.
Or not, he's oxygen.
Yeah, I guess they must know no one's on
so
lobby
afraid
cut.
of this power, yeah. They must know, yeah. EGAT's just stalling so much time. Minute 40 burn from NMU, and all they have to show for it. is
Oh,
one
Nimble's in
gun.
a really good position.
Nimble's in
No one
great-
should expect this, especially with the bar there.
Wow. Now NMU needs to be looking towards their execute. What is going to be the execute here? Tries to purify this flash. Nimble, what a position. Kills Spirit here. Fire comes out.
Now Nimble's gonna try to go up blue and just play another cross for kitchen double.
They drop
Really
it.
huge. They do now.
They do now, yeah.
Reloading.
Rice gets another one on that. He's going to swing.
Oh,
Does
one
not
drop
find
bunker,
it
he's
on the
in
Nimble.
its eye.
He doesn't know. Maximus gets the kill.
Discipline is all they need now.
Yup.
They're
Where's the fire?
isolated
Where-
now.
The fires and smoke still on the board for. There's Brazy though.
Walk does not need a swing, neither
Walk.
of them do.
Triple kill.
Guac just-
What the flick
Wow.
on Maximus.
Guac.
What an amazing game from Guac. 22 kills and 8 deaths from the young gunner from UT Tyler. And resulting in an 8-6 on our final map of Bang.
Yeah, you gotta think he's gotta be impressed with himself after that performance. IGLing, wrangling his team, and then dropping a performance like that. Wow. That's all I can say is just wow.
What a performance from UT Tyler. And they will be taking the map, or sorry, the game off of NMU. Beautiful play. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be all for the stream today. Great games from UT Tyler, and give some round of applause to NMU as well. Great team play from them as well. We'll go and sign it off here. Sign it to production. Have a good night.